Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the channel. My name is Gonzo, and today on Community Conversation, whatever I used to call it, it's been a while since I've done one of these. We have Brit Day Cakes. You might know her from her Roblox channel, Brit Day, and Brit Day Collects, which is her new Pokemon-themed Pokemon opening YouTube channel. Brit Day, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. We talked a little bit before the stream started, mostly about what we're going to talk about tonight. So to break it down, if you guys are new here, we're going to talk about Pokemon, the history of the content creator, their history with Pokemon, YouTube, and whatever questions you guys have in the Q&A, whatever you guys have up in chat. So Brit Day, we're going to start with some standard questions. How did you come up with the name Brit Day for your Roblox channel? Because that is your primary channel.
I actually get asked this question more often than you would think. Have you ever heard the Sean Kingston song Fire Burden?
No.
No, you have to. That's gonna be so embarrassing if you haven't. Like it goes like so like somebody call 911. You don't know that song?
Oh yeah. That song, yes.
And then there's like a lyric in the song that says, she get it, pop it, lock it, drop it, that birthday cake. Didn't know what birthday cake was an insinuation for at the time. I was in 8th grade. And back in 8th grade, that was I liked that song. It was like the song of the summer. And and like in my school or just in my grade, like when you had a crush on somebody, you gave them a nickname. So because that was my favorite song and that was like the word of the chorus of the song, I nicknamed my crush Birthday Cake. Like that was the name of my crush.
You nicknamed them Ass.
I didn't know that though. Like I didn't know that that's what it stood for. Like I had no idea. Yeah. So and then you know how like when people have like couple names like Brangelina and stuff like that. So Birthday Cake was just like
Fishy Block. Thank you so much. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but he just came in with a super chat with $9.99 saying W. Thank you so much, Fishy. We will be talking about you later.
Oh, we're gonna talk about Fishy. That's so exciting, my roomie. But yeah, so it was just the name I merged together. I literally I use it on everything now. Like
that's awesome. That's to me that's funny.
It is funny
because I like when you're like, oh yeah, birthday. I was like, wasn't innuendo when I was like 13? So yeah, that does make sense. That does track now. I'm gonna say hello to some people in the chat. We have the Pidgey Boys, Cocaine, Matthew Arse saying there's no way he hasn't heard that song. Fishy Blocks, of course, and Tina Marie saying as well.
Tina. Hi, yes.
Tina. For if you guys are watching and you don't know who I am, again, my name is Gonzo. I open up and talk to other content creators on the channel. If you're coming from Brit Day's channel, you may know she doesn't swear. I do. So if you just be cautious, you might hear some naughty words later tonight.
Just in case.
Just in case. And maybe even from Brit. We don't know. We don't know. Maybe. She is in Florida, so she might just, wrestle an alligator later tonight. Well, you're not originally from Florida.
No. I'm from Jersey.
Yeah, it shows.
I talk really fast. I sound like I'm from New York. Some people say, I don't know.
I don't hear the accent as much, but there's some, like, I've seen some of the attitude you give. I'm like, oh yeah, there it is. There's the Jersey girl. She just needs that gold chain and the nails. You're all set.
That's not a cross.
Yeah, and it's not gold. It's not big enough.
No, it's not big enough. Gym Tan Laundry though.
Tim?
Gym Tan Laundry.
Oh, okay. I have no idea. TTL.
Jersey Shore.
Never watched it.
Somebody help Gonzo.
Yeah, if like I'm one of those people that like whatever was. I was that kid in like middle school, high school. Like if it was popular, I wasn't about it. I was like, oh no, I was that hipster dude that was like, I don't like that.
Too cool
stuff.
for
I
it.
like this. Yeah, I was that.
I would do that, and then after a while, people would be talking.
You're not missing out, Gonzo.
For long enough. I can fist pump. I always fist pump, and I get called out for it. But it's like I was that kid who was like that for a while, and I still kind of am. Like I won't hop on like a train. I love the shirt.
They wanted the Ditto shirt in the chat.
I love the Ditto shirt.
It's so good. My wife, she's a big like she's really big on girl math. So I wanted this, of course. And then Pokemon Center was like, no, that's not free shipping. She was like, you can't get that until you get free shipping. And I saw the shirt. I'm like, all right, hold my root beer. I got this.
She's a genius.
So yeah, genius.
Especially if it says you have to like spend $15 more to get free shipping, but then the item you want,
penny. It was a penny.
Oh, perfect.
That was a penny off. Yeah, exactly.
That's enough. Girl math.
For a $20 shirt.
I think it was
It's
worth
okay.
it.
It was worth it. I like this shirt. As soon as I saw it, I was like, it's mine.
No, that's a nice shirt.
Slowpoke. Slowpoke is
reminding me of
gigantic.
Pat's shirt. Is he gigantic? Like
He's like 5'3". So lengthwise, yeah, he's huge.
So like me sized because I'm like 5'2".
Yes. Yeah, if you were laying down next to it, it would be the same size.
I don't think that makes any sense. I don't think Pokemon has like their proportions correct because I feel like a Slowpoke should be the size of like a medium dog.
Oh, I lied. It is 3'11". So it's 4 feet tall. I lied.
Okay.
I totally lied. Maybe
that's still kind of big.
Yeah, like it's huge. They do it purposely. I know the fist pumps is Pidgey Boys. Cocaine, you're not missing out. Love you. Tina Marie says, love you, Britt.
That's a really funny username. Yes, she does.
Oh, Cocaine?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been a follower and a subscriber for a long time. And I just look at him like, oh yeah, Co's here. Co. And then one day I said it out loud completely. I'm like, oh, I think it was like last week when I realized it. I'm like,
do you ever see like streamers when they call out like giveaway winners? I'm like, y'all need to pause for a second because you just be reading and you're not even like pre-reading before. Like you never know what they're gonna make you say.
I when I very first started live streaming, like, and I did a test run, this guy came in, and it was when I was like maybe 100 subscribers, and I was just playing on games, and he was real nice, but his username was I like moms, especially yours.
Oh.
I was like, oh, I read it and I was like, yeah, moms, cool. Yeah, moms. I like moms too. And then I'm like, wait a minute, what?
I've seen some bad ones where they like try to trick you into saying like a really bad word. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those ones.
Got to be careful.
Yeah. I think I'm kind of used to it because when I would get fake names when I was a police officer, like they would do it all the time. Like, okay, and I write it down. I'm like, cool. Can I have your real name?
Yeah, like you could tell, like it's not a real name.
Yeah, he was like, my name is Mike Cunt. Mike Hunt.
Yeah, no. Oh, I get it. No, I get it.
Real name. I'm like, no. He was like, no, like swear. And he was a nice guy. I pulled him over for doing a California roll. It was like 3 a.m. So I was like, all right, Mike Hunt. Haha. This dude's about to get a DUI if I've ever seen one. Then he's like, oh, here it is. And he pulls out his information. I was like, your parents hate you.
Or maybe they really just didn't think it through. Wait, a California roll was as like street racing?
No, a California roll is when you pull up to a stop sign and you just do the creep stop.
Oh, we're not supposed to do that?
No. Not especially when there's pedestrians in the road.
Okay, pedestrians is different, but I was just telling my roommate this. I forget the name of the show, but there's like a meme that goes around online. It was like that show about those guys like who invented like the duck whistle or whatever. I don't remember.
Oh, Duck Dynasty?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was the show. I could be wrong, but the woman in the passenger seat is just like, you're going like 75. The speed limit's like 45. He's like, oh, that's just a suggestion. And I say that all the time.
It's not though.
No, but I say that all the time.
Yeah, I believe it. Billy says, my beautiful blonde babe.
I love her.
Scent Knight says, it's Pokemon weight that throws us off because Ash can pick up almost every Pokemon. Yeah. Larvitar is almost like 200 pounds or something like that. I don't remember the exact weight.
Oh, I'm looking at my Larvitar. He's not that big.
No, like size-wise, he's like this, but he's a solid rock.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
See, now I got to look up the weight of Larvitar.
Oh my god, here we go. Just like the Pokédex and everything.
I do. Larvitar is 159 pounds, but he's only. Do they have his weight on here?
They have to have his height on there.
I can't. Come on. What? I don't want you, Bulbapedia.
Do the pig one. Wait, what's that? Like Lechonk?
Oh, Pignite? Pignite is like 3'11" too. Oh, hold on.
Why do you have this off the top of the dome is my question.
Oh, because I am one of the rare people that never left the hobby as a kid. So I played I've played every single game. I've collected almost every set, unless when I was a teenager and my parents wouldn't buy it for me anymore, and I started doing it myself.
You got your own job, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, that's so sick.
Yeah, never left the hobby. I love like when people get Pokemon Conquest.
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy. That's crazy. It's a Pokemon game I've never heard of.
It is a Pokemon DS game. It's do you know what a tactics game is?
No.
Like
Explain to me.
So like on the board, there's the terrain, the buildings, the forest, the lakes, the ponds, whatever. And there's little like I guess chess pieces is the best way to put it.
Okay.
You have a different class of like mage, warriors, everything else, and you can do certain things with it, and that's what the tactics game is.
That's so cool. You got gifted members.
Yeah. What?
I wasn't. Gifted members.
Damien, thank you so much for the 10 gifted. If you guys have gifted memberships, please thank Damien. Thank you so much. Billy says, "Bad girl, Brit." I don't know what you did. Do the pig one. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I think they want LeChonk. I think.
Is it LeChonk or Pig Night? Because Ash picked up Pig Night like a baby in the anime. But Larvitar is 2 pounds. Is 2 feet. So all that 139 pounds condensed. It's probably about the size of your leg.
I bet I could lift him. I bet I could do it.
Yeah, I bet you can, but it's going to be really hard.
Just like a deadlift form, probably only.
Probably. And then they want Pig Night.
Pig Night.
Pig Night.
Well, is Pig Night? No, is Pig Night the evolved form of LeChonk? Who's Pig Night? Which one is that?
Pig Night is the evolved form of
Tepig.
Tepig, yeah.
There we go.
That's not
the bro. Oh, it was Pig Night and bro. When you coming to Japan? Oh, Billy was talking about the California roll. So, do you know what it means if people say that they like go to Mexico or like 1320? Do you know what any of that means?
No.
No, you were an officer. Are you sure?
Yep.
I
was an officer on a military base though. As a military officer, military. When I was in the military, that's what I did. When I got out, I did the same thing just as a civilian. So Pig Night is 3'3" and 122 pounds. So it's lighter. It's lighter than Larvitar.
Bro, Ash be putting in that work. That if he's picking up all these Pokemon, like
yeah, he just picks like
this 11-year-old kid just lifting like 200-pound Pokemon.
Upsies.
I love that.
Bro, when you come into Japan, I don't know. I would like to go to Japan, but with kids and a wife, it's expensive.
This is an energy drink, just so everyone is aware. Not sponsored.
So back to the conversation at hand for you. What brought you into the YouTube space? Besides
YouTube in general?
Yes, as a content creator.
It's kind of like my whole origin story, just with like my Roblox channel, because that's kind of like my first channel. So at the time of the pandemic, I was working as a nanny. I was like in between jobs, and I was like, okay, well, while I figure it out, I'm gonna be a nanny because the hours are more flexible and it was just easier. And I ended up like the kids that I babysat, they're like my sisters to this day. But during the pandemic, nothing to do, and they were like, Brittany, like, please play Roblox with us, like, download it on your phone. And I was not about it. I was like, no, I'm not downloading that game. I'm like, I'll play with you guys on your iPads, but like, I don't want to play it. And they begged me, downloaded it, played with them for like 20 minutes. And then when I went home that night, I was like, I'm going to play that game again. And I'm going to get good at that game so that I can give them stuff in the game, which is the game that I ended up playing now. But
see, that's the nanny in you, because my mindset was I'm going to destroy these little turds.
Well, it's like a collecting game, like a trading and collecting. It's like very similar to Pokemon, believe it or not. There's like a gambling aspect. I'm please don't cancel me, adopt me. But like there totally is. Like the way that we open packs, like in my game, you hatch eggs, and like different pets have different values, just the same way different cards have different values, and you can trade them the same way that like we can trade the cards. Like there's similarities in it, but it ended up while I was home and I was just trying to get better at the game so I could give stuff to the kid. Like I didn't care. I was like, oh no, wait, this is fun. Like I like this. And then after a while, they started like showing me YouTube videos of other people, like other girls too, like these other girls like playing this game on YouTube, getting hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views. And I was like, wait a minute, these people are my age. Like, it's like seeing Pat or Rev for the first time, I'm like, these people are my age and they're doing this for a living. I'm like, first of all, I enjoyed the game. Like I was already playing it for a couple months and I was like, I could do this. So the person I was seeing at the time, I told them, they helped me set up like a little GoPro and he let me use his computer and I recorded my first video. And then just ever since then, there was something about it wasn't even just the gameplay.
Did you ever give them a finder's fee? Because they found you. It's your fault. It's their fault.
Listen, my ex got plenty from me. Okay. He doesn't need a finder's fee. He took my sanity with him. So
Jeff the Rep says, happy Friday. Hey, Jeff.
My bestie. I hope you're getting ice cream. I had froyo today.
I love watching Jeff's stories because I'm like, oh yeah, that's
the ice cream kid.
I'm gonna go get food. Yeah, so after because he posted a Dairy Queen, the Blizzards, I'm like, that sounds good. He's
And
like,
then
we'll
he
do
made
it.
you
I'm
get
like,
it. I
I was
saw.
like, fine, all right, don't threaten me with a good time. Don't get the French. Was it a French silk pie? Is that what it was called? Don't get that one. It wasn't that great.
I used to work at Dairy Queen. That was my first job. I worked there for 5 years.
My first job was at a grocery store called Smart and Final.
Well, I've never heard that brand.
It's mostly a West Coast store.
That's like I never heard of Publix until I moved to the South. We didn't have them in the North.
Yeah, I didn't see them either until recently.
It's like weird that like different area. Like I just thought like this is me being American and like my mindset is so small. I'm like everything is the same everywhere. Like
everywhere.
It's
yeah.
not them.
I moved to when I was 19. I moved to Pensacola, and that's how I felt. I was like, where, what is going on? Like
you're looking for your grocery store the way that I'm looking for like ShopRite, and I'm like, where are they at?
What's a ShopRite?
It's another grocery store. ShopRite, Stop and Shop, like those are my go-to grocery stores.
I get every once in a while I get jealous of. I think it's called pronounced like Milner or Meyer. It's pronounced Meyer.
Oh, how does it spell? How would you spell it?
Like Meijer, something like that. Like a bunch of the Midwestern guys love it. Like when I started the YouTube thing back in 2020, like, and I started getting involved with other collectors, a lot of people were back in the Midwest and like Michigan and all that, and they had something called the Meyer. I'm like, what is that?
Just
and I
another
looked
grocery store.
It's another grocery store, but they have a little bit of everything. So they had Pokemon cards, they have power supplies. I was like, that's cool.
You know what really blew my mind about moving here? And I think this is just like a straight up New Jersey thing that doesn't do this, but they sell alcohol everywhere. They sell it in the grocery store. They
have the drive-through.
In your Walgreens. Like you can get it DoorDashed. In New Jersey, you can't do none of it. They don't even sell it in the grocery store. Maybe wine. Like maybe they have like a small wine section, but they don't sell like
there's can get, like, parts of it like Trulies. That in like Utah.
I read it. I'm going to Jersey. Yeah, Jersey is Johnny very Bert, like
he's trying to cut back on his drinking. That's why.
I don't really drink that much. Like it's not my thing.
I've been sober for 8 years, so it's really
it's really not my thing.
No, it's really my thing. That's the problem.
No,
I don't want to move to Jersey. I'd rather be an alcoholic than be in Jersey.
More people like your shirt. We're kind of matching in a way. White shirt, and we got like the king and stuff. I think I inspired you.
For the outlay.
Well, for this.
Yes.
This little like the cat. I didn't do this, or whatever it is. Gonzo did this.
The little cat thing. Is it a cat or an owl?
That's like Quebec here in Canada. Alcohol in every corner store. Yeah, no, couldn't be me.
Yeah, you can drive through to pick up booze in parts of the South.
Okay, well that's how I feel about people doing the legal marijuana. Like that, I'm like, how?
Well, that's California.
Well, now Jersey became legal too, and then in Florida,
yeah, that's right.
It's legal medicinally here in our state, which is annoying because I moved to a state where, you know what I mean?
It probably at least you can't read books either. Well, you're also not a student.
Wait, what do you mean?
in Florida, they ban their schools are banning books left and right.
How do you ban a book?
Easy. You don't like it, so you ban it.
That's insane.
Because they're talking about human reproductive organs.
Why is Roxanne saying I love rubbing? Aren't you not even old enough to drink? No.
That's
Rock. Drive-through drinks is actually insane. Yeah, way to not encourage drinking and driving.
Yeah. Thank you, E-Man, for the compliment of the shirt. Roxanne, Nathaniel, put the vape down. Yeah.
Vaping's a terrible habit. My best friend's trying to quit.
Yeah. Shiny Vert one night when we're in the Discord, we're talking. And he had a vape in his hand. We're like, dude, put it down. He goes, okay. And then he puts it down, but he pulls another one out of his pocket. And then he stood up and he's like, check it out. And he had a bulge in his pocket. He had like 6.
That's a problem. That's a problem.
We still love you, Vert. It's funny.
Vaping, it's not good for you.
Yeah. Slow it down like your alcohol. He's been doing really good on the alcohol consumption. I'm really proud of you, Vert. I'm glad. I'm happy for you as a friend, brother, all that stuff. LMFAO, I have a problem.
I like how you're just like outing him, like exposing his issues, like on your channel.
Yeah, but it's Vert's one of those people that even though because he talks about it all the time because we give him and Opossum Bud shit for being short, but Opossum Bud is shorter than Shiny Vert.
I met him in person. I didn't even realize he had shaved like his facial hair, so I didn't recognize him at card party. Yeah. But he was short. Sorry, Opossum, but he was super.
Oh, he knows. Okay. And he's like, "Why do you guys give me all the jokes?" And he doesn't get any. It's like, "Cause the way you react. So we know he can take a
True.
joke. He's really good at sport about it. We love you, Shiny Vert. You're good people. But we do have a question from the Q&A from Matthew Ars. Again, if you guys want to ask us questions, the Q&A is open. He wants to know what is your go-to snack?
My go-to snack?
Your go-to snack.
I'm not much of a snacker, if I'm being honest.
I am. That's how I cap this girlish figure.
No, like I'm a dessert girly, but like I won't snack throughout the day. I'll just eat my meals. But honestly, I could list a lot. I like cakes, brownies, macarons. Like, where do you want me to go? I do love fruit. I know that that's like a boring
You can't
answer.
eat your furniture. You know that, right? The furniture you're buying, you cannot eat it.
Did you see my video? I finally showed all my food stools.
I can see all of them in the background.
As you can see, I love food decor. There's some on my table too. You can't see it, but I don't know, fruit. Yeah. I love mango. Like mangoes, I'm down bad for mangoes. They're delicious.
But any fruit that you can put lemon juice and tahini on, that's my go-to snack.
Lemon juice and tahini. I think we just do tahini because my roommate, he's Mexican, so like he taught me how to do all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm only half.
You're still here, bestie. Half Mexican?
I'm only half. Yeah, the other half is right.
The other half is right. No, yeah. But he makes delicious food too.
That's good.
That's my favorite cuisine.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of your stories too. You're like, oh, I'm so glad this person's my roommate. I'm like, man, I'm about to put a ring on that. I'll eat.
Fishy, did you hear that? You have a suitor.
Yeah. Let me tell my wife first.
Yeah.
She'll
be on board. Bro, we make tostadas, we make tacos, we make everything.
I try to make everything. I'm a decent chef or cook, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to starve to death by any means, but I definitely can improve.
I can't cook. So like I can make ground meat and I can make pasta. And like, that's pretty much the extent of it.
I can't make pasta to save my life.
It's just boiling water.
Yeah, I know, but I add too much pasta to it. No. Like the serving size is always too much for me.
Oh, 56 grams?
What? No, I just grab it, throw it in there.
No, I weigh out my food. So.
Oh, I don't.
I don't always track, but I always usually weigh a serving size just to.
I eyeball everything.
No. I weigh everything. Yeah. So I know that a serving of pasta is 56 grams. Like any pasta you buy, like that's the serving. More you know.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the 3 months memberships each Bondan. Tahini on super juicy watermelon. Sheesh. Tina Marie has the laughing emojis with the ring. Shiny Vert says, I can make easy mac.
Can't ever have the right amount of spaghetti sauce for the amount of pasta. That's the one thing
where that's my problem.
It's like I put too much or too little, and I hate when it's too much sauce because it drowns it and it ruins it. But if it's too little, then it's dry.
Yeah,
I struggle
exactly.
there as well.
The more you know with the NBC logo. That's how I know Tina Marie is our age, because she's like, you see the shooting star in the rainbow.
Yeah. Like it looks like clip art.
Yeah. R&D Adventures says, "What's up, y'all?"
It's so funny because I just keep seeing like the reflection, like the delay on this screen, and I just keep seeing myself waving like back and forth.
Oh, I know. Every once in a while I do this. I see the same thing, but for some reason mine's on like a 30-second lag. But that's weird. But
30
thankfully,
seconds is crazy.
Yeah, thankfully I'm looking at the chat and the conversation. But back to Roblox, because again, this is your bread and butter. I have no idea what it is. Do you play any other games besides the Adopt Me? Or is that just the one that you're sponsored with or working with right now?
I wish I was sponsored. Adopt Me is the main game that I play, but every now and again, like in our Discord server, we do like game nights with like, you know, like our fans and stuff. And I'll play other games on there, but just for fun. I don't record it. I don't know. You probably haven't seen, but there's actually a game on Roblox that's going so viral right now that like regular people who are not Roblox creators are playing it. Like, I don't know if you know people who are like Hope Scope. She's like a huge like YouTube creator, Sniper Wolf, you know. Yeah, like they're playing this game on Roblox. It's called Dress to Impress, and it is like huge right now. Like it's like blown up, and there are just like people who don't do gaming content, and like they're playing the game. Is it the Among Us thing? No, it's not Among Us. It's like a dress-up game, and you'd think that it's just like for the girls, but like everybody loves it. And I want to get involved in it, but the community can be toxic, and I'm scared. I'm scared of their community.
And that's what I'm afraid, because my son plays Roblox only on like school breaks, not on the weekends, just like winter, fall, spring, summer breaks.
That's really good. You monitor it.
Yeah. And when he started to, we would just watch him play every once in a while when he was like 4 or 5. But then when he started to learn how to read fast enough where he can keep up with the chat in the corner. Right. And then he started, like, one day I saw him, he's just typing away. And I'm looking, I'm like, oh, he's spelling actual words. I'm like, awesome. So he's talking to somebody. So we had to sit down and have that conversation of like, you don't know
internet
these people.
Safety and
and then one day, like there was a game where people are talking through the mics, and I'm listening to it. I
hate that they added voice chat. I hate that. It's so hard to moderate it.
So yeah, one of the games because when he plays, he's either on this computer that I'm using right now, or he's on a laptop in the living room. So we're there, and he wasn't on a microphone or anything, but there was other kids playing this game, and I just hear a deep voice, like deeper than mine, go, hey, so what state do you guys live in? And I got on, like, I never moved my kids so fast away from the thing.
Get away from
I turned on the mic. I'm like, hey, man, what state are you from? Dude left the chat. And I was like, yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, bud, you're never allowed to play this game again. And he was like,
that could be any game. Like any game, they could do that with voice chat. He shouldn't be joining games with voice. You just got to like look at the settings and stuff like that.
We changed the settings after that. We're like, okay, let's change the settings. So no, like he can hear everybody, but he can't respond, thankfully.
Yeah. I think you need to verify your age in order to. I don't even have voice chat equipped because I'm not interested. But I think you have to verify your age somehow in order to be able to enable that.
Yeah. So that's what it was, because we went to go make sure that he can't respond to somebody. And so it kind of sucks that people are still creeping on him, but now it's like, come on, guys, like it's Roblox. Like, if you want to play the game, play the game, because like I can't judge you. I'm a grown man who collects Pokemon cards and plays the Pokemon games.
Like, how can you judge me? I'm playing a video game.
Yeah. So it's like, if you want to have, like, there's obviously there's women because you're playing the game too. But it's like, come on, guys. Like, you don't need to be talking to kids like that. What state are you from?
It makes me so upset, like, because I love Roblox, obviously. But when I was younger, like, there wasn't much of like like we had Club Penguin, but you could literally type nothing in there.
Hi, Green Tea. I love you.
I love you too, Green Tea. So like there was like Club Penguin and stuff. I never really typed in those games, but now like with Roblox and stuff, like just the fact that like parents are giving their kids iPads, as young as 4 or 5 years old, and they learn quick. Like they see it and they learn it, and it's fast and it's scary because not only will they ask for creepy stuff like that and do stuff like that, but kids are getting like hacked. I don't know how to compare it to something for Pokemon, but like it's very easy. I don't know, like they can steal their pets and they lose everything, and it happens every day, and it's so dangerous. And that's why like in our Discord server we have so many like warnings, like to not trust anybody online, like don't click on any malicious links. Like they don't teach kids this stuff anymore.
No, because they're so like, because I saw like, I'm sure you've seen the meme too, where it's like when we were kids, it's don't talk to strangers, don't get into a stranger's car, don't talk to strangers on the internet, and then you pick up your phone and like, I'm gonna order an Uber. And you just knock out all 3 of those in one go.
I won't take an Uber alone. I won't. I tell my roommate, like, I will not get an Uber by myself.
So as a former police officer, if you have to take it alone, this is for men and women, because men, yes, you will get attacked. I don't care how big and strong you think you are. There's guns and knives. If you ever have to ride alone, ride in the back seat behind the driver. Because if you're in the passenger seat, you're in arm's reach distance. If you're in the middle or in the back seat behind the passenger, they can still reach you. If you sit right behind them, they're at the disadvantage, because if they try to do something funny, and if they're wearing their seatbelt, fucking strangle a bitch. Like,
that's a good point.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta adjust myself because I'm old.
No, mine is sliding because my blanket, so I feel you.
Yeah. We have R&D Collections, Green Tea. How you guys doing tonight? Oh, I saw my tall boyfriend Joey. He's saying hello. He's saying hello to Green Tea. Tam Fam's in the building with the hey y'all in the birthday cake. Brit Day.
Hi Tam.
There's no cake there. It's so I can't. I'm gonna laugh every time I say your full username now because of cake.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yes. If you guys are new here, my name is Gonzo. Thank you for stumping in. I do cuss. I do apologize. We do have birthday here. We're going to talk about Roblox and Pokemon. If you guys saw her username highlighted for the hyperlinks involved, it goes to her new Pokemon channel. So go ahead and click that subscribe. Let's get that channel to 1,000. Tina says, I'm scared. I'm sure there's lots of grooming on there. My son is autistic and I worry about him.
I feel like every other day I'm seeing another Roblox creator or like a developer or something is being outed as like a predator, and it's disgusting.
I'm not going to be surprised when we eventually see the more Pokemon content creators do the same thing. Because again, it's unfortunate. I don't like thinking about it, but it's something we have to think about as a primarily children friendly space that kids are going to be drawn to it. So people are going to use it for nefarious reasons.
I feel like I never see people talking about it, and it's like you think by not talking about it, you're like, oh, I'm not contributing to it. It's like you're not contributing to it by not being a predator. It's like you need to talk about it. You need to educate the kids about it, because it's like if their parents aren't doing it, the responsibility kind of falls on the we're the people that they're watching. We have to set the example. So I do the best that I can to just. I always tell them please just don't talk to people online. Please, if anyone ever makes you feel uncomfortable, ban them from our server, because we have a Discord server. No questions asked. Just ban them.
I did the same thing at Card Party last year and this year. If a child came up to me and they were like, oh, I want to play. Well, last year was mostly the pack battles. And then this year, a ton did because of Pat's videos.
Yeah, they see you more.
They saw me more. They recognized me, especially because of the one-liners and the jokes I did. And so a lot of them would come up to me. I'm like, all right, great. Where's your parents? Oh, they're right there. Okay, cool. And I would walk over to their parents. It's because I've
you are a parent too.
I am a parent, and I've seen things even on the military base. See things happen to children with their parents just feet away. I'm like, no, you're going to go back to your parents where they could reach you. And a lot of parents understood that. They're like, oh, it's just, what are you doing over here? Just, I don't know you. Why are you with my kid? I'm like, man, yeah, why am I with your kid? Exactly. You don't
watch
know
him.
That. Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't sign a thing for a child unless I was right next to their parent.
I think that's awesome. I think more people should take note of that and do that.
I wouldn't sign anything. I wouldn't talk to if I would talk to the kid while we walk to them, but it's very much like, what's your name, buddy? Where where are your parents from? But
you're also teaching them, not only the parent, but teaching the kid for maybe hopefully in the future, if they talk to somebody and their parents are not around, they're gonna be like, why is this person talking to me when my parents aren't present? So maybe you have no idea. You could be instilling something really good in them. That could be a lesson.
Thank you so much, AFK, for the subscription. Nikki, thank you so much for the one gifted sub to Quinn Level X. Ren says, what's up, Boo Bear? He's talking to me, not you. Don't worry.
Okay.
Ren is another, he's a Air Force veteran. He just got out. Yeah.
Thank you for your service, both of you.
Don't thank him. He's Air Force. He didn't do anything.
Okay. That's isn't that like a thing? Cam.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm assuming that's a new name for me.
I'm assuming. Yeah. Hi, Cam.
Hi, Cam.
One of my mods in the Discord.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you guys again for tuning in. It's very much a sibling rivalry. I can talk shit about my siblings, but you can't. It's one of the
Yeah, it's one of those.
Gonzo is my broski. No, we're boyfriends.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I hate you, Ren. Anyway. Metri says, damn, I missed D. Sorry.
I missed it? I think he says I missed it. It's still here. It's still happening.
Here. Yeah, we're still good. We're still live. Metri, I love Metri's videos. I know you're a big Unknown fan. So his next couple of videos that he's working on, he's going. Oh, I thought you said bye. I didn't say bye. Hello. He's working on a video with. I don't know if the unknown cards are going to be involved, but I know the series he's working on. I think those sets have unknowns in them. So those videos, I'm really excited for.
I gotta check them out. Nobody Unknown doesn't get any love.
Videos. You what? Unknown gets a lot of love. I think he does.
He does not.
All the cards that he gets are amazing, or they get, because there's 28 of them.
People don't care about the alt art from Silver Temp. All they care about is the Lugia. The unknown alt art is like $15.
Here's a hot take.
The Lugia sucks.
I don't like it.
How about the Giratina from Lost Origin? I really like that card.
Yeah, I'm neutral with
it. Oh, I love it.
I much prefer the Skunk Tank, the Beedrill. What other sets? The Reggie Drago. I like those ones a lot.
The Reggie Drago is nice. I like that one too.
What's the best letter unknown?
I really like Unknown F. I like Unknown P. So I like actually have favorites. They're so cute. I love Unknown.
I like G, I guess.
The G one. I have the B. I have the B right here. This was given to me by my friend Austin.
The B looks like a duck. It looks like the duck that when you remember the one where you drop it and it comes back up and it drops.
Yeah. And then I have something really cool. This is a Mimikyu Unknown like combination. That's cool, right?
I like the button. It makes me think of Coraline.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love Coraline.
Coraline's so good.
Coraline's having a comeback. They were like showing Coraline in theaters. Did you see that? Like recently, they were like doing like showings of Coraline in like.
It might have been your local theaters.
Oh well, in other places too. I saw it online. People were talking about it.
Yeah. Roxanne, this is a good one, I guess, because you got he's a Florida man.
Oh, let's go.
So Roxanne wants to know: stop one crime forever, illegalize one crime. Which one are you guys picking? Professor Metry, thank you so much for the $4.99. I don't think Unknown is getting any love in my video. Sorry. Gonna watch a vid with my fiance. Love you. Bye. So no Unknown.
How's the question phrased? Like,
so stop one crime forever.
Okay.
So one crime no longer exists.
Like people don't do it anymore.
It just doesn't happen anymore.
Okay.
And then illegalize one crime. I don't know what he means by that.
I think he means like make one thing legal. Like
I think he make something illegal.
Oh, make something illegal? Rock, you're gonna have to clarify. Okay.
I think it's make something illegal.
You go first. What do you?
So I'm gonna go with rape as one of the very first ones. I think like murder sucks. It definitely does. But I'm a cynic. It's population control.
Oh my god!
But rape is just it's one of those top tier things that I won't ever forgive people for, because it's not like when people like if you look into the law enforcement spectrum of it, and again it's just because I've seen it. It's so small what people think it is. It's much like kidnappings. Like the kidnappings are normally done by people you know, and that's unfortunately rape is the same thing.
I'm familiar with that.
Yeah.
So I agree with that actually. That's the one I'm gonna choose. So that never happens again to anybody. But then illegalize something. Yeah, I'm trying to clarify if he's saying like make a new law and make something illegal, or like
Thanos. Gonzo's a Thanos sympathizer. I am.
Same.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Trigger warning. I do apologize. Thank you, Tina, for catching that trigger warning. I do apologize on that one. Pineapple on pizza, illegal. Okay, that's a good. I accept those terms.
Like imagine if somebody like actually put pineapple on their pizza and they get in cuffs. Like
they have to go into a speakeasy for pizza and pineapple. And then the FBI
I actually know exactly the one that I would choose. It's people who drive in the left lane and they drive the speed limit or slower. Those people.
Oh my god!
Jail. Immediate jail.
I pulled someone over one day for driving too slow, and they got really mad. They're like, "That's not illegal." I'm like, "Sure, pick it up at traffic court." They go into traffic court. They're like, "Yeah, sure. Here's some points." And I'm like, "Oh, this is illegal." Yes, anything you do to hinder the flow of traffic is illegal. So going too slow. Boom.
I thought it was just like a 5 mile rule. Like you can't go 5 miles over and you can't go 5 miles under.
It's a good rule of thumb for sure.
Just to help
but
out.
for going under the speed limit, it usually does. It has a couple of factors, just like going over the speed limit. Like if you're going in a neighborhood and it's 15 miles per hour, if you're going 10 in a neighborhood, I'm not going to do anything about it. Mm-hmm. But if you're going, but if you're going 5 in it, 5's a lot faster. 5 miles per hour is a lot faster than people think it is.
Yeah.
But like on the highway, if you're going 55 into 60, I'm pulling you over. Because again, 5 miles per hour is so much faster than people think it is. Yeah.
No, I agree 100%.
Yeah. No green tea. It's delicious. Back in chicken and barbecue sauce. No, it's not. No. R&D, you're not going to win this argument. Pineapple does not belong on pizza.
I don't think it does. I haven't tried it. Fair, like people always say, don't knock it till you try it. I haven't because I won't because I can imagine the flavor already, and I don't need to try it.
Green Tea says, cuff them with the pineapple rings.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, imagine! Wait, that's cute actually.
Straight to jail. Yeah.
Was that thing from Parks and Rec like what? Like oh, like they're crying, like talking too loud.
Oh yeah, when he was from Colombia. Was that?
Yeah, whatever country he was from and everything. He's like straight to jail. He's like, believe it or not, jail.
Jail. Yeah. I love Parks and Recs. I don't like The Office. Another hot take. Another hot take.
That's not a hot take. That's
like
an L take. What? But like, give me a reason. Like, actually, give me a reason. How much of
So
it have
I
you
guess
watched?
okay, that's fair. I will
It's
get
the same humor. It's the same like dry like.
Maybe it's because the actors that are in it make it different to me. Like Steve Carell's fine, Krasinski's fine. Like the only scenes that I've watched or the episodes that I've watched, the only scenes that I like are anything with Dwight and what's his name, Jim. Those are the only time I like it. Everything else, I'm like, people like this, and like a lot of it makes me cringe.
You have to start from the beginning first of all, because there is like somewhat of a storyline. Like, yes, there are episodes you could just watch it and like you don't need to know any information. Like they're funny, but there is like a storyline a little bit. So I just recommend you try it again. Watch from the beginning.
Green Tea says first few seasons of The Office were great. Last couple were not.
No, the last like season or two suck, but you got to get through it because you want to see how it ends.
I think every time I've watched an episode, it was a Steve Carell episode.
Okay,
if that okay. Yeah, and like it's fine. I laughed, but it's not like I'm not gonna go out of my way and binge it.
That's horrible.
But Parks and Recs, I will
several times. I've binged both.
Oh, I know a lot of people have watched it several times.
Mm-hmm. That's like my comfort show. Like if I want a show to fall asleep to, it's gonna be The Office.
Mine's Bleach.
I've never watched Bleach.
Yeah. Oh, but I'm a huge anime fan. Bleach is the anime that got me into anime.
Well, right now I'm doing One Piece. Started off strong, and once I get through One Piece, there's like a long list of things people have recommended to me.
Love it. I love One Piece. I'm all caught up.
I wish that I was. Please don't. I literally just got to Wano, so please.
Yeah, I think you told me that, and I was like, oh yeah, you're like another like 200 episodes behind me now. You're like, oh, I don't know if I like that. Because it's so, like these last couple arcs are so long. Whole Cake Island, Dressrosa.
I hated Whole Cake Island. I'm so sorry if anybody liked it. And you would think that would be my favorite arc. I hated it. First of all, no Zoro. He's not there. Absolutely terrible for that reason. But it was just too long. It felt like Marineford. Like it was just dragging and dragging and dragging. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my god.
Marineford was a little long, but it had a good pacing of the actual story progression and storytelling.
Yes and no, because I hate when there's a battle, and I know that this is just an anime thing, but I hate when there's a fight and it's like 3 episodes long, and like majority of the episode is just them cutting back and forth between the guys. I'm like, someone do something. Like somebody punch someone. It's
the Dragon Ball filler nonsense. And so instead of screaming, excuse me, there's
is crazy.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the remake.
I'm happy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wano is like I already like it. I'm only like 10 episodes in, but I'm already like I love this arc. I'm so happy I'm here.
Clutch says I Bleach. What? Bleach. Yeah, it's a good show. I like it.
He was trying to say something inappropriate. He said
wait. Best episode is when Dwight promotes himself to assistant to the assistant.
You have to watch it. I feel like because how you said you love like the Jim and Dwight episodes, like you are gonna love Dwight so much. Like he has so many moments.
No, he's probably my favorite character out of everyone that I've watched and seen.
I love him so much. Nobody else could do it, but the actor for Dwight.
Rainn Wilson.
Yeah, Rainn Wilson.
Yeah,
he's amazing.
He's really funny. What I can't remember the movie name, but he plays like a superhero. He
superhero.
I think it's called like Hero or something.
It's a superhero. I think it's called Hero.
I don't remember. It's just like a regular dude, and he just beats people to death with a hammer.
Oh, so like Thor. No, I'm kidding.
Sure.
It's giving The Boys, honestly.
I'm curious. I gotta look it up too. Is it gonna? Oh, it's called Super. From
close.
2010. Yeah, I was kind of close. Oh, it's not a hammer; it's a wrench.
Even better.
Yeah, it's like he's
Felix.
Yeah, he's gonna fix something. it's an AFC midnight movie, so you know there's a lot of nonsense in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's an independent movie. It's like his wife is like cheating on him and something, so he just loses his mind, has a mental breakdown, and yeah, he just starts beating. It's like a mix of Kick-Ass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not usually my type of jam, like those silly like boy movies, but you know, I see the appeal, kind of.
It's a lot more drama than comedy with that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Fair enough. So now that you started your Roblox thing, how did you progress to like, you know what, this is where I'm going to be, this is what I want to do, and you just started moving forward with that? When did you decide to start doing that? Not as a full-time creator, but just as a regular, like this is an everyday, not an everyday, like an every week, every month upload scheduling?
Well, honestly, meeting my roommate, I know you said you're gonna ask about him eventually, Fishy Blocks, but like like because I met him, like that kind of like helped catapult me because he was already like established, like he had like 200,000 subscribers or something when I met him, and he was getting a lot of views, and he knew YouTube, like he's like a YouTube guru genius, like he really is. So like I was doing it casually. I'd probably only uploaded like 3 or 4 videos at this point. No idea what I'm doing. Can't make a thumbnail. The only editing I can do is like cutting out dead space. Like I can't even zoom, like do so much as a zoom on a clip. You know what I mean? Like I know nothing.
Right.
And we met each other on Twitter, and he basically said like, if you need help with YouTube, let me know. So when he first decided to help me, he was the one who was trying to like you can do this, like you have some, like, you know, whatever that it factor is that like, you know, people need to like either be like an actor, actress, or content creator. He's like, you have it, I think you're entertaining, like you should go forth with this. And it was kind of like that, like he gave me that confidence. So I just started doing it as much as I could, and it was hard because I was nannying. And the thing is, the game that I play, they update in the middle of the day. So it's like you want to be the first. It's like when a new set releases in Pokemon, you want to be one of the first people to upload you opening a booster box before nobody cares anymore. So it was the same thing with Adopt Me. So I would be like getting up super early. I'd be trying to make time for the gym. I got to drop the kids off at school, and then I got to go home. I got to get ready, and then I got to still like be finished in time to like pick them up from school and spend hours taking them to dance class. And that was like, for me, like that was my grind era, but that made me realize how much I wanted it because I don't want to say a lazy person, but I do have ADHD and I procrastinate a lot, and I'm really bad with like big tasks and projects. But this was something that I wanted it. You know what I mean? Like, so I would just every night, like I'd stay up late editing a video. I used to take me 11 hours to edit because my computer was a hand-me-down and it was super slow.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. And then, but like I said, once I met my roommate, he kind of, you know, gave me the little plug, and I started getting subscribers and the views started going up. And then I remember when I first got monetized, and I think that's for a lot of creators, like that it takes that, like once you get monetized, even if your first paycheck is $20, which I think mine was something around there, it was like 20 or 40 bucks. Like once you realize you can make money, like that's it. Like that is the spark lighting under your butt to like, be like, okay, like I'm going to go for it. And so that was that for me.
That's all. And what is the difference? Well, let's talk about Fishy Blocks before we go into the combo of with Pokemon coming into that. So Fishy Blocks was pretty much where you are now at 200,000 subs when you found them and you guys started communicating. Have you guys ever collaborated on videos together?
Yeah. My top videos at like one of the best videos on my channel, it's called like I hacked Fishy Blocks or something like that. And he was very big at the time. He was like one of the biggest creators in the space. So people were like, what? Like somebody they didn't know who I was. He kept saying I was his best friend. We had like just met a week ago, but in his videos, he kept saying that we were already best friends, which we did become friends, very fast. But immediately, like that was one of the first videos I did with him. And that video overnight got like 50,000 views, which was huge to somebody only getting like a couple hundred. You know what I mean? Like, and my like I gained like 30,000 subscribers in a month. Like it was like that. And that doesn't always happen when you collaborate. Everybody thinks that collaboration is like the key. Like if I just get a shout out from Deep Pocket Monster, or if they just collab with me, or if they send me product, it's not going to do it. Like you need to hold up your end of the bargain. Like, yeah, they could send you product or they could give you a shout out, but okay, once they bring the people there, it's like, what's going to make them stay?
Yeah. And Pat talks about all the time on his business channel. Like I can bring them to you, but what's your personality? What are you doing to keep them?
Yes.
And
I agree with that 100%.
And that was pretty much something that I'm trying to word this correctly or in a way that I don't sound like an asshole. And I don't make Pat sound like a D-bag.
Not at
but
all.
Pat on on Instagram like 2 weeks ago, someone kind of called out him and Alex, like, look at these big people thinking they're getting hot numbers. When look at my numbers, and there were like five times better than Pat and Alex's combined. But he still only had like 3,000 followers on Instagram, and YouTube wasn't that much better. So Pat on Pat's stories, he was like, the numbers aren't that great. And Pat was very positive. He's like, that's awesome. I'm happy you're getting these numbers. That is amazing. That's not something to be sad about. He's like, but what's your retention? What's going on? Why aren't these people following you with these views? Why aren't they subscribing with these views? He's like, you're not looking at the right numbers. So he was like, I get it. He was like, it might. And so Pat and I talked one-on-one too about it, because it's an interesting thing to see. Like, why aren't these numbers coming in and following you and subscribing you? And it's because there's something that's not there for the people to want to keep watching your content. Like I've had people on mine, like, how do you have all these people but you only have 1,500? I don't even know what subscriber numbers I'm at right now because I don't pay attention. But you should be getting many, like you should be dozens. And I was like, no, like some people just don't like these styles of interviews and conversations. They might like me, they might like you, but when we're not opening product, like, that's not for me. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Fair. So like, this is a collaboration, what we're doing right now, but there's only 12 people in the chat, and that's fine. I love
12 of you.
Yeah, exactly. I love them too. But if they jump in and out, I'm not going to be mad at that. If they subscribe, like at the end of the day, it's like, what do I need to do to make things different, to make them stick around? And that's what a lot of people don't realize. That's what collaborations is. I think when Pat did it with Team Pocket to me is one of those outliers. I love him too.
His content is so advanced. Like, he has so much talent. Like, his storytelling is like just the way he does everything in his videos.
And that's what I was going to say. He's an outlier to these collaboration ideas, because when he sent something to Pat opened his product up, gave him a shout out, put his link in the description, and he went from a couple hundred to almost 5,000 with that. And people do stick around. He's getting bigger and bigger, and he's going to continue to grow. But that's just because he's putting in the work, and it shows.
That's how I found Pat. Yeah. That's how I found Pokey Chloe. That's how I found a Vault. Like that, mm-hmm. A lot of YouTubers I did find through a collaboration, but it's like, yes, like them sending Pokey Rev a package or whatever they did, or doing a collab video with him, that made me go to their channel and be like, who is this? But then it was once I saw their videos and clicked on their content, I'm like, okay, wait, I like this person. Like, they're entertaining. Like, they have something different that I haven't seen before.
Exactly. And that's what you have to do. It's not even that you have to do something different to stand out. It's your personality is what needs to stand out. Like, cool, you sent them a box. That's great. Like when Pat raids people on Mondays, I am not one of those people that's going to sub just because Pat raided this person. I'm going to stick around. I'm going to watch what you're doing. If the chat's open to me, I'm going to chat for a little bit. If it's not open for me, I'm just going to lurk and see if I'm interested in the conversation you're having with chat, if I'm interested in what product you're opening, or just your personality. And when people raid me, if you don't like me, that's fine. I'm okay with that. It's because it's all
that's the way to go about it.
It's an individual preference thing. Because then if you're just subbing to sub, it doesn't feel right. Like,
I have
especially
points to add to that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so this is something I noticed in the Roblox space, and if this is like anyone that I'm talking about, like if this is you, like it's not shade, it's like advice, it's like help. So when YouTube Shorts first launched, I don't know like exactly when they launched, but when they first started getting popular, I noticed this like a couple years ago, even when YouTube was trying to push Shorts, trying to compete with TikTok, all that. There were creators in my space, in the Roblox space, who overnight, like I worked so hard to get 100,000 subscribers, and all of my videos are pretty much all long form content, which is the real way that you make money on YouTube. Like, let's be real. You could get like 5 million views on a YouTube short and you'll make like $50, if that, maybe like 20. But I noticed that there were all these creators just pushing shorts, and all the shorts just say, bet you can't subscribe in 2 seconds. Like, oh, I bet you can't like the video in this many seconds. Like, it was garbage content to like, like it was just, there was no substance to it. Like, it wasn't actually, there wasn't a skit, like there wasn't anything. It was just like, and their subscribers they hit 100,000 subscribers in like only a couple weeks. And this is like when shorts were new. So I was like, holy crap, but also like the jealousy in me a little bit. I'm like, bro, I worked so hard to get where I'm at, and this person just got it like overnight. But then you realize, you go to their page, you look at their videos, no views.
Their long form
content is nothing, and they'll have
Yeah.
all these subscribers, and they may have a YouTube plaque, and they may mean that this is why it's not that subscribers don't matter. Of course they matter, but you want each and every single one of your subscribers to be there for you. You don't want them to be there because you tricked them into subscribing, or you know, or you don't want all of your subscribers only because you're promising a giveaway. Like, oh, you have to subscribe for the giveaway, and that's all they're there for. Like, yes, do giveaways, give back to your fans, but not in that way.
Shiny Vert is unfortunately a product of that as well for the Pokemon community.
I didn't want to say that.
No, he knows because we've talked about it, but he has also changed his content so much that his live streams and his long form content are doing so much better.
That's amazing.
The numbers are starting to make sense.
To come back, to make a comeback from that, like, that is impressive. Like, it's
really good.
Feat.
His thumbnails are so good, in my opinion. I think Shiny Vert has some of the best thumbnails in the game right now.
I gotta check out his thumbnails now.
Yeah. And he does it. He does it all by himself.
I almost was as well. Glad I stopped doing shorts. Yeah, YouTube wants to push the shorts, but I think that the short form content is better for TikTok and better for Instagram. Like, as much as YouTube wants to push it, I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm saying, like, focus more on your long form content or lives, because in the Pokemon space, I realize that lives are
are the way to go.
People love the videos right now, all the POV videos like that Poke Chloe and Dean and Bulbasaur are doing, like, all that. People love that. But if you can't do content like that, like live stream, even if it's the cheapest packs you can get your hands on, sell them so you make your money back, you know?
Oh my God. I can't express that so much. Don't like, and before, so Pat and Dan and I were talking before Card Party happened, because I was like, hey, there's some, like, because there's a lot of people on the attending creator page that were saying they're going, but they weren't. And then there were some that were quitting YouTube altogether. So it's like, sad. I was like, hey, like, I don't know how much space you need, or if you're picking and choosing what attending creators get on it, or if it's all of them. But there's some of these creators aren't going at all. They're just using you for free publicity. And they're like, oh, that sucks. And because I had some people tell me that, like, that.
I didn't know that at all.
It wasn't a lot. I'm making it sound like a lot, but it wasn't. It was like maybe 5 at the most. Like, in total of their, like, there's a change of plans, they can't go, or they're not going at all. Some, like, I think there was like 2 or 3. They're like, oh yeah, change of plans, I can't go. And I was like, then you need to stop promoting Card Party as if you're going, because there's some people who might be going because of you.
To see you.
Like, you're only 200 subs, but maybe one of those
Green Tea, I don't know if he's leaked it yet.
Was Shorts Pocket Monster the channel name? Yes, all of them. I didn't know that was Pat's channel. I thought it was just someone, like, stealing his content for a second until I realized what was going on.
I didn't know if he announced it yet, but I saw one day he posted a reply to a comment, but the reply to the comment was from that page, and I replied.
Yeah, that's when I was like, "What the?"
And he's like, "Shh, like, don't tell anybody it's a secret channel." And I'm like, "Oh, my bad. Okay, quiet."
Yeah, no. Pat's talked about it publicly already. Well, at least here in San Diego, to the San Diego crew.
Rock, that is exactly what I would suggest, is to do like a separate channel. You can link it to your main channel, like, absolutely. You know, like be like, here's my shorts channel if you like shorts. But like, it's like, I don't want to say don't do short form content, because for some people it works. Like, for someone like Pokemon, but he already has the community, you know, like, he already has like that good engagement. So like, for someone like him to post long form every single day, but to sprinkle in like a short here and there, like, that works for him. But I just feel
here and there, but that's not in every. He doesn't post shorts every day. Yeah.
No. Yeah. I would just recommend everybody
Instagram
on YouTube
and TikTok is the way to go for that. Yes. If you're going to try to do long form content on YouTube, don't do the shorts.
Especially because like you can, like, a vice versa. Like, if you're doing long form on YouTube, like, those people, if they want to see more content from you, they will find your socials, they will find your Instagram, they will find your TikTok, they'll get more content from you there. But then also on Instagram, if you're blowing up doing reels, because a lot of people are, you know, taking off like with these reels and stuff. I'm trying to do it too. And like, it's, but like, if they like that and they like someone like you, like, there are probably people who are subscribing to Pat now on YouTube because they found him from Instagram.
They've said it in his live streams already. Like, I found you on Instagram on your,
like, oh, you're the, should I open it? Yeah, like, that's genius. Like, genius. I just
Rock says agreed.
Yes,
or like Alex. Alex
I love
is
Alex
killing
so much.
It right now.
He's the nicest guy ever. He will talk to you and answer your questions. I've messaged him so many times, like, just like asking for like advice and how he does it. And that's something else I really appreciate that he does. Like, he posts on his story and he'll give you like a little pep talk and walk you. I love it.
Yeah, he's not. It's funny because the person that kind of went after him and Pat.
Yeah.
He blocked. He messaged Alex. It's like, man, who do you think you are? And he is he's like the way his Instagram page was set up. He kind of Alex reached out and he's like, hey, do you know this guy? I think he's local. I was like, sorry, I looked at him like, no, I don't know this guy's not local. And this is a big thing for, again, back to the collaborations. We need to treat everyone with respect. If you don't get along with them or if you don't get their viewpoints, just ignore them and move on.
Yep.
Because if you do what this guy did with Alex, because me and Alex talked, like this guy burned a bridge. It might be temporary. They might build it back up and they might be able to meet again. But the way he came after Alex and he spoke with, because the way he talked to Alex and the way he talked to Pat, totally different.
I didn't see this, so I didn't.
I unfortunately, it's not unfortunate because I'm a nosy bastard sometimes.
Oh yeah, I'm nosy too.
Yeah. So I was like, what's going on? So like, yeah, he blocked Alex because I tried to show him something. He's like, oh, I can't see it. I'm like, oh, he blocked you. He goes, yeah, he blocked me. So I was like, oh, great. Like he comes after you, and Alex didn't attack this dude at all. He was just like, hey, I'm so-and-so. Like, I'm just showing people my experience with these numbers, with posting every day, with doing this. Mm-hmm. And he's like, nah, you're not that guy. And so it's like, cool. And like, but
because he knows him personally.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I mean, like, in this small, it's a niche, very niche community. Even with Roblox, like you don't want to burn a bridge just to burn it.
Absolutely not.
Like even like again, if you don't agree with them or if you don't like them, just ignore them and move on. You don't have to talk to people. You don't have to make things known. But Alex is a feature creator for Card Party 1 and 2. He gets invited to all of these conventions and he goes all this stuff. Pat is the creator of Card Party, and he has a say of who gets invited, who doesn't get invited, and he is also invited to all these other kinds of organizations or in conventions. So if there's somebody out there that's attacking them, they're not going to want to work with this person.
No, of course not. Why would anyone want to work with somebody like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if there's ever a reason to be like, oh, I can't make that event, I know Pat and Alex aren't going to be like, I'm not going to go to that event because this person's going. They're not going to do that. If he already signed up, he signed up first. Cool. I'm just going to move on. But if it's at that point where you can't collaborate with people because you don't, like, at the end of the, I have no skin in the game. So if this guy ever contacted me, I'm like, yeah, cool. I'm just going to tell him like, hey, I am friends with this person that you don't have a great relationship with, that you blocked. Are you, like, I'm going to be transparent with them. Are you okay with that? And then they'll just have to move on with that. Because my thing is with the Pokemon community, with any community, communication is key. If you don't agree, not agree, we can have a conversation, but I'm not going to treat you with disrespect and talk lower to you. Like, what's that? The guy who was talking down to Chloe a few months ago, calling her a grifter. That guy. I'm not going to do that. I'm just like, oh, well, I don't agree with those prices. I'm moving on with my life. I'm not going to attack someone on the race, religion, sexual orientation, or anything like that. I'm just, I'm good. Joe G, that's his name. Yeah, that guy. That is someone I won't ever invite. Like I don't agree with a lot of things Applesauce says or does, but if he wants to come on the channel, have a conversation, yeah, I'm for it. You never said anything that will deliberately hurt somebody, but that Joe G guy, I won't ever give a platform.
I'm a very forgiving person, but I also can hold a grudge. Like, especially if it's for a good reason. Oh, same. That's what people don't understand is like, you don't want to see the jersey come out. Like, you actually don't. Like, I'm a nice person. I'm nice to everyone for the most part. Like, I mind my business. Like, I stick to my friends. They're amazing. You know what I mean? Yeah. But like, I have never, ever, ever seen the reason to immediately go into something with like a bad attitude or with disrespect or anything. If it gets to that point, like if it starts in a good place and it goes off the rails and then you just realize like you two people do not mesh, and like that's one thing, but to immediately like from the get-go, like that person definitely never spoke to Chloe. They never reached out to her. They never had a conversation or voiced their opinion to her. They just immediately went into attack mode on her and disrespect or whatever they did. Like I saw like a little bit of it.
Yeah.
So like for me, like that's a grudge I'll hold forever. Like you don't, especially like a woman, like we're
I think
all
a lot of
adults.
people hold a grudge against Joji because, like, even Chloe came out, and even one of, I think her employee came out and said, "No, it was a mistake. I made the price," but he never rectified it. He never came back. He was like, "Oh, I apologize. Like her team did it."
To not
But it's like,
apologize is crazy.
no, it's yeah. Pokemon says Pokemon people do not realize that the Pokemon community, the content community is tiny as it is. Everyone knows, sees, and hears everything.
No, it's crazy. I've realized that
we're
as
like
of
high
recent.
school doesn't go away for anything. Like
No, it's
there's
going
clicks.
to, because I'm gonna remove myself from it. Like I don't want none of that.
Yeah, there's clicks and everything, and that's fine. But I seem to mesh pretty well with a lot of people, and I'm okay with that.
I don't see the reason why everybody can't get along. Like not everyone has to be best friends. Not everyone has to collab with each other and do all that. But everyone should be able to get. We are grown adults.
We're
like,
adults, except
adults,
Rock
so.
Sandy.
Except Rock Sandy.
He's the only literal child in the Pokemon content community.
Actual
well, obviously,
child.
except like with Ian, little Ian, and the the family channels. But like standalone channels, Rock's the only kid.
That's
and
so
sometimes
true.
he's very much more well spoken than a lot of the adults.
Yeah, I've seen his content.
Yeah,
I really like his video style.
I see you, Brian. Says Rock. Rock's video for the free speech stuff that he recently did, I think is very well articulated. Do I agree with some of the things that the people said? No, not necessarily, but it's something that, again, he was trying to have a conversation with people, and I think that's where it needs to be. It needs to start.
I liked the way he went about the video. I liked the way he spoke. Like, you know what I mean? I don't agree with 100% of everything he said, but I respect the way that he said everything he said.
Mm-hmm. Right, and because he's trying to have a conversation with people.
Yeah.
I like to pass on all that drama. Thanks. Me too.
Wouldn't we all?
Yeah.
But then what would we all talk about? No, I'm just kidding.
I guess we could talk about Pokemon.
That would be nice.
That'd be nice. Again, guys, if you guys notice that birthdays username in the channel is Birthday Collects, because that is to her Pokemon channel. So let's get her to 1,000 subs. So let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay.
Why did you decide to, instead of like, oh, like it's because you're not Birthday in Roblox or Roblox with Birthday or anything in your username is not related to Roblox? Why did you decide to just make a secondary channel altogether instead of just creating separate videos?
I thought about this for a super long time. Like there is a reason why I've been PokeRevs mod since like 2021.
I want ice cream now, green tea. Sorry, I also have ADHD. I straight up just squirreled you. Squirrel.
Squirrel. But I thought about it for a super long time, and again, my best friend Fishy Blocks, he
a guilty pleasure for sure.
He like knows way more about YouTube and stuff, and there have been people, because there was a part of me for a lot, and I'm sure maybe Pokemon creators or other creators can relate to this, but there have been so many times when I've thought about quitting Roblox, like just altogether. I hate to say that if any of my fans are watching, but there have just been times when I've just been like, I think I'm done with it, because the game I play, it's like when Pokemon like has like 3 sets in a row. That sucks.
Before I forget this train of thought, you move on.
Ice cream?
Well, but when you're like, I'm sorry to my followers if you're watching, but let's also throw that out there. It's because of them you didn't quit.
Yeah.
So before they're like, oh, she hates me. That's not true. she stuck around for you.
Hated Adopt Me. No, I'm kidding. I love Adopt Me. But like, you know, like when Pokemon releases like a few sets and like they suck and we're just like, bro, the hobby's done. Like we're fried. Like that's kind of how it would be in Roblox. Like they'd release a couple updates and my videos were doing terrible and I was losing subscribers, and I'm like, bro, do I quit? Like, do I onto something else? And I had been getting into the Pokemon space for a while because of, you know, being a moderator for PokeRev. That's kind of how I got like my foot in the door. I made all my friends, like all that stuff. And for a very long time, I was thinking about just completely changing the Birthday Cake channel and just starting to do Pokemon or collection or all that types of content on there. But it would have been detrimental to my channel, because think about it, whatever at the time I had like 100,000, 200,000 subscribers, they subscribed to me because I play Roblox.
Yeah.
Yes, some of them might like me for me, but like majority, they subscribe because I play Roblox. So if I were to just change the channel, it would hurt. And I would have to put in so much time, energy, and effort to convert that to, it doesn't have to exactly be Pokemon. I like to open a lot of things, but it would hurt my channel and it would be very hard to turn it into something else. It wouldn't be impossible, but it would be very hard. So I'm like, you know, this channel is my main source of income. I can't afford to lose it. Like this is my only job now.
Yes.
It's keeping me afloat. So I finally decided to like, you know what, I'm just going to make a second channel. And even that on its own, like took a long time to decide I wanted to do, but It's just, if you know anything about YouTube and you know anything about the algorithm, like, you know that you are a slave to it. And
unfortunately,
there was just, it would not have been a smart decision to just convert the channel. It's, again, people can do it, but I didn't want to risk that.
Yeah. Tina says, remember when I came into your TikTok live?
Yes, of course, Tina. It's so crazy. Like, sometimes like people pop in that are from Pokemon, and like when I go live on TikTok, I'm just like getting ready to record Adopt Me, and I'm just like talking to my little like fans and stuff. And then sometimes like one of like my friends from this community will pop in. I'm like, oh, this is like embarrassing. I'm like being like, hi guys, like, well, welcome to Roblox.
Yeah, that's I have a TikTok, but I'm rarely on it, and and the biggest reason is because when I first started it, I'm like, okay, cool, let's check out why this is so popular. And I followed like 10 Pokemon people right away. So I'm assuming, oh, these are the people you're following. Cool, let's push this out. It was nothing but girls. I'm like, TikTok almost got me in trouble with my wife because she comes around
exposing himself right now. Gonzo, stop.
No.
Stop. Stop. The algorithm knows what it's doing, so if that's what you're seeing.
But on a brand new user?
But like, here's the, okay, not trying to expose you. I'm sure you love your wife. But like the way TikTok works,
who you following? I'm following Pat.
It's like the videos you watch, it's like I could be following 10 Pokemon pages, but if it shows me one thirst trap video of a boy and I watch that video all the way through, I'm going to get recommended like 3 more of those. But so by saying your whole FYP is girls, that means that you're watching those videos.
No, but that's the thing. It was literally brand new download like that day. So I was like, no, and obviously I'm not watching the whole thing.
I plead the fifth. Delete the app.
No, but it's not that on Instagram or YouTube. So that's like what's
TikTok has a very, very unique algorithm. It's the reason why America wants it.
That's what I was trying to explain to the wife. I'm like, no, not me. She was like, so she downloaded the app, and the same thing happened to her.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, she's like, yeah, it must be a TikTok thing. I'm like, okay, good.
I don't want no part in it. Also, I will say, like, girls like dancing videos, like that's I don't know when you downloaded it, but like back in 2020, like that was
like last year.
Because well, that's kind of later, but like TikTok used to be the app Musically, so it's just where people would like lip sync to like audios, like in songs, and they would just dance, and then it converted to TikTok. But for a while, like that was still the popular form of content on the app, was like dancing and lip singing and stuff, which it still kind of is. There's still a genre for that get many views. People like to watch pretty girls dance and sing.
Most of my feed now is Dungeons and Dragons, like how to kill a giant creature within 2 hits.
Mine is a lot of Disney World content, like people going around Disney World and shopping and showing what they eat, and
I get a lot of that too because of mine's mostly Disneyland.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my god, go to Disneyland. There's a pin that I really want.
We're going in October for my wife's birthday.
I'm going in October for my birthday.
To Disney World or Land?
Disney World.
Okay, her birthday is the 24th.
Oh my god, happy early, well, not early birthday.
Yeah,
mine's in November, but like I want to go for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, so you have to go.
That's why we're going.
So you have to go before, like, so I can't go in November. So
we'll probably go again for the holidays.
Christmas. Yeah, I've never been for either one. Like, it's my first time ever.
You're gonna love it.
I'm gonna love it. I'm already planning my outfits.
We go every year around this time.
Is it close? Are you close to Disneyland?
Yeah, we're like a 2-hour drive.
Yeah, same for us with Disney World. 2 hours to Orlando. I'm so excited.
We went to Disney Springs. During card party. Oh my god, the weather was awful. It was so
we
bad.
did Disney afterwards. Like we did Disney after card party. Like both times, like we did Disneyland, and it was not favorable.
Green Tea wants to know, what are you dressing? Gonzo and Britt dressing up for Halloween. I don't know if I'm gonna dress up this year. My son wants to be Tanjiro.
Tanjiro?
Yeah. So
I probably might want to be Zoro, maybe, but like when I'm going to Disney, I'm not necessarily dressing in a costume. I'm dressing like in a theme. Like my outfits are gonna have like a theme to them. Oh no,
I dress to be comfortable when I go to Disney. I'm too broke and too fat to be like, I'm gonna dress
Shut up, Gonzo. No, I see you guys with your walking challenges.
Oh, I'm so excited for that for next month. It's for charity. I already have my charity picked out.
I love that.
Yeah,
I actually love that.
My son wants to be Mega Minion. What's a Mega Minion?
A Mega Minion, like an adopted?
Is that from the new Despicable Me movie? I haven't seen it yet.
I saw you run in that one video, Gonzo. That's what Green Tea said.
Yeah, barely. I was gassed. I ran in Joey's video too. Jay's Corner also did a video, and we challenged him to a 1.5 mile run. And I should not have ran in my neighborhood because there's so many hills. I should have just gone to a local high school and done it. I was done. I was like, this is.
I'm not good at long distance run. Like in high school, I was a sprinter. Like I never wanted to do anything that was more than 55 meters. Like I hate running.
I was high jump and long jump.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Tina says it's from the new movie. Okay, that's what I thought.
Oh, they're making too many Despicable Me's. They should have stopped with the first one. They do that with movies. Like they get a good something and then they just like overkill it. It's always DreamWorks.
Because Shrek's getting another movie too.
Okay, but that's different. They can make as many Shreks as they want. That's the one exception.
I love Shrek. They could have stopped that one with me for that one.
No, the second Shrek is like more iconic than the first.
I can't tell you anything about it.
Oh my god.
I will say the Puss in Boots movie that just came out, or
I
not
haven't
just
watched
came out.
It.
It's so good.
They did a collaboration with Adopt Me, the Puss in
Boots.
Like, yeah, the Wish, something like Last Wish or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
it's really good. I like it a lot.
You know, it was cool. I'm jealous of the people in the community that all live near each other. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's why I love Card Party so much, because like we're all together and like I can see everyone I love like all in one place. Like it's
there's like 2 Shreks. No, there's like 7.
No, there's like at least 4. There's at least 4 Shreks.
Yeah, because I know one's called like Forever After.
There's 4. One where they have kids. Yeah, they have kids.
Yeah,
like Shrek and Fiona
have turns children. Human.
No, that's in the second one.
That's where he turns human. I don't know.
The second one he turns human. I don't know what the third one is. I can't remember. But then in one of them, he like looks at what his life would be like if he never like married Fiona or something like that, or if she never turned to an ogre. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Movie night. Let's rewatch all the Shrek marathon.
That'd be funny.
Right.
I don't normally talk about the mod status for like the bigger channels that you are part of. But I did get a question on my Instagram earlier today from someone who saw that we were going to go live.
Sure.
But they're not able to make the stream because they live over in Europe and they're like, I want to sleep. But they want, I don't know if you can answer this or if you, or if you're even allowed to talk about it, but they want to know, I think they said they're one of the people in the live streams that when Pat's saying, hey, we're going to go raid a YouTuber, they'll be one of those people like this person, like they'll spam it.
Right.
They want to know if it's just one mod saying, hey, this person's live, let's raid them and you guys vote, or if it's just this is who's live, let's go here kind of situation.
Oh, these people.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it. I've never been told I can't talk about it.
Right.
I'm gonna talk about it. So basically, it's not like a secret. It's not a bad thing. We see who's going live. Like we have a
Green Tea says group effort.
It's a group effort.
That's what Pat says. She's like, no, it's a group effort. The mods make the decision. They talk about it. So I think Pat is very clear on it on his live streams when he does say it.
We look for somebody who's doing Pokemon or some sort of card. Like sometimes there's literally nobody opening Pokemon. Like there's no one to raid. Like everybody's logged off or they're just not streaming that night or what have you. So sometimes it's just like some kind of card opening. Like sometimes we raid somebody who's opening One Piece. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it usually has to be like somewhat of a family friendly channel. Like, you know, like no cursing and whatever. Maybe somebody we haven't raided in a while. You know, like he's not, if you go live every Monday after Pat, he's not going to raid you every single Monday. You could be his best friend. You know, like he's not. Like we try to make it fair. We try to do people we've never seen before, like a newer channel. And also keep in mind that a lot of our mods are mods for other channels. So they can vouch and be like, oh, I mod for this person, or I've watched this person stream before. I know that they're family friendly, or I know that they're not a scammer or whatever it is. So yes, it is a group effort. We all talk about it. And we talk about multiple people. It's not like one person's like, raid Gonzo, and we're all like, okay. Like, no, we have a discussion about it.
Yeah, I would assume there's some kind of deliberation status.
But trying to like harass us and like spam to whatever, or there have been people who try to like bribe their way in. Like they'll tell their chat, go spam Deep Pocket Monster and I'll give away a legendary collection pack if you like.
Really? I've never seen any of that. That's crazy.
Yeah. And it's like, first of all, that is not the way that you want to get rated. Like that's, you know what I mean? Just by like forcing it to happen. And then our chat gets flooded. It's a disaster, but there is a way that we choose, and we try to make it as fair as possible. And we try to choose somebody that, like, you know, we're not trying to send you to somebody who's going to be cursing F-bombs left and right, you know?
Yeah. Green Tea says, it's no secret. If you come into the chat begging for a raid to friends channel or yourself, most likely you're not going to get one. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
That's how I go about my Adopt Me stuff. Like, if a kid is begging me to, like, give them an item in my game, I'm like, well, I don't give pets to beggars. I'm like, you got to work for it. Or I give it to people who don't ask for it.
I've done that. I've done that a handful of times.
You know?
Like, I had one stream, like, I'm going to give away these cards. They're doubles. Because most of my streams, if I went on my opening streams, I'm like, all right, cool. You guys know the deal. If I need it, I need it. If they're doubles, they're going to go to you guys. And
I love that.
I had one person who's like, he's like, can I join? Can I join? Can I join? I'm like, yeah, join, go ahead. But it's a wheel of doom. It's a wheel of, it's a wheel of names. Like, you're going to be entered, but you're, yeah. I normally do wheel of doom just because it's usually small enough where I can get a couple more minutes out of the live stream for it, but it's not going to take 10 hours.
Gotcha.
Like, yeah. Yeah. But one day it was just like him and like 3 other people, and one was a mod. So I was like, and he knows how petty I am. So I was like, hey, do you mind if I do it? He goes, yeah, go for it. I was like, hey, man, hit me up. These are yours. And the kid was so mad. I was like, dude, you begged the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like every 5 minutes. When's the giveaway? When's this? When's that? I was like,
But it's also like on these kids' parents. Like, sometimes when kids come in the chat, first of all, no internet safety whatsoever. They're like, hi, I'm 7 years old. Here's my first and last name. I live here. I'm like, oh my God. Like,
I've seen that before. I'm like, that is nuts. Like, you just straight up gave the internet your address.
And like, there could be predators in the chat, and they're going to go to this kid's YouTube channel and message it. Like, I don't know what's happening. These kids are like so clueless, but it's like a lot of the time when people are begging, it is a child. You know, like it's a kid. Like, sometimes it is grown adults. Like, list the who are the giveaway winners? It's like, oh my God, it's not you. Like, it's not you. It's always the people who ask.
I love Pat's community, but every once in a while, like on the 900,000 stream, the amount of new members into the Discord, my head just like, where are the Discord mods?
We have a separate chat.
Like, oh, like, yeah. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh, where are the Discord mods? Like, sometimes, like, they're great kids or young adults. They're mean
just excited, you know, like,
and I understand that, but at the same time, like, that's why sometimes, like, all right, just let me calm down. Like, it's okay. They're just excited.
It's hard
and that's what happened today. I'm very impatient. Even that. So
as a father,
yeah, kids are nuts.
I know.
Like today there's a handful of people who posted like pictures and their hits in the general chat, and all I replied with, and a lot of them understood, like, oh yeah, you're right, my fault. I was like, hey, I know we're all excited
to show, like, your show and tell or whatever.
Yeah, I was like, hey, I know you guys are excited. Brand new set just got released today, but remember, this channel exists. And like, oh yeah, my bad. And they'll delete and go post. But there's some people like, it's not that big of a deal. I'm like, dude, I don't care anymore. I already had this argument with somebody.
I am such a stickler for the rules, as
so am I.
Know. So like, I'm like, no, you go in the correct channel. Go there.
Me and I don't remember the mod that did it, but we got into it with somebody. No. We didn't get into it. Me and the mod didn't get into it. It was me and him were getting into it with another person in patch in the Discord, because he got upset that I corrected him on something for the rules. And then he read the rules, screenshot it to me, and he's like, sarcasm is a form of bullying. I was like, bro, you were just being sarcastic yourself, and a mod had to get involved to be like,
and then you're fighting with a child, and you're like, what does my life come to?
Because I am that, like I said, I'm petty as fuck. I went into his profile. I went into clicked all his links. He is a grown man, a Navy veteran, just like I am. So the fact that this dude couldn't take a joke, I was like, nope. Now that's when I was like, guess what you're getting today.
Those are the people that need to touch grass, like actually, like go outside, see the sun. I'm sure it misses you. Like, please touch grass.
I went in on this dude, and the mod was like, okay, calm down. I'm like, okay, like it was one of those.
They're just getting what they want, because that's what these people want, like a troll or whatever. Like, they want attention. They don't want whatever they're arguing for. They don't care. They just want like the attention. They want to argue about something. They don't care what it is.
I don't think that's what it was with this guy, to be honest. I think he legitimately felt
like you were wrong.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, no, like, you can interpret the rules all you want. They're very black and white. Like, do you remember that guy Venusaur? In his it was like a year or two ago. He was one of those people that would do a message every he wouldn't finish a whole statement. He would make 7 different notifications for one statement when he could have just typed out a sentence.
Oh.
He was one of those kids, and he was an all caps guy.
Hate that.
And so I was like, all right, it's a kid, whatever. But then he said something, and I was like, what? So I was like, hey man, yeah, green tea. Oh, I remember.
Well, I want
Yeah,
to remember.
that wasn't a kid. That was a grown man.
No, you're lying.
No, this was the kid. Baskin Robbins remembers too.
What does that mean?
It's an Ant-Man reference from the Marvel movies.
Oh yeah, because he worked at Baskin Robbins.
Yeah. No, this dude, this was the guy that Pat had to make a statement of like, dude, I'm sick. I'm sorry. Like not like, please leave it alone. Like all these other people were telling you to like calm down. It's okay. Cause he was one of those guys like every Monday. Is there a stream today? Is there a stream today? Hey Pat, is there a stream today? Like he kept tagging him. So we're like, dude, he already made a statement. He's not feeling well. Like
crazy.
Being an adult. Yeah. So then he said something about it. I don't remember. He said something about his kid. So I'm like, your kid? How old are you? He's like, oh, I'm 37. And so that's when, because I'm very much like, if I don't know who you are, I'm going to treat you like a child on the internet because I don't know you. Yeah. So, but once I find out your age, I'm like, no. Or if I find out you're a vet, you're done. I'm going to talk to you like an adult. And some people yeah. Yeah,
there are people who talk like children, so it's hard to tell.
Right. That's why especially the way he typed, I was like,
That's that person I was telling you about earlier. I legitimately thought they were a child from the way that they typed, and come to find out they're like an adult.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. Do you know who, but talking about that kid and the giveaways, do you know who Dama is?
Dama?
He's a rip and shipper to an extent. He does a lot of live streams where he sells a lot of product.
No.
He made a video one day about the giveaway hawks for like other channels. Like for Pat's channel, it makes sense that they're there for the giveaways because that's his whole thing. That's what his stream is.
Every stream is a whole giveaway.
But for like my channel or for Jay's Corners or Ian with Ian's or Pokestocks, and like the channels that do like, oh yeah, after this opening, we're gonna do a free giveaway. Like, so he made a video about the people who go into the streams to just lurk until they heard the weird giveaway, and then they'll enter the give. That's the only time they'll enter chat. So what? And I was like, you know what? That makes sense. That happens. Yeah. That even happens to me. Even on like, I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet because I'll get it like once a month on these streams where I'm just talking, not opening anything. There'll be people like, oh, is there a giveaway tonight? And then they'll leave when I tell them no. Yeah, so it's like, all right, cool, whatever. Like, so I call them giveaway hawks. I don't know what other hawks. Like they're giveaway vultures, whatever you want to call them. But Dama made a very interesting video about like, this is what I am doing now. Like, if you want to be part of the conversation, you want to be part of the community, it's either members or people who do buy-ins will be part of the giveaways and giveaways only. And I like that idea a lot. But for the smaller channels, sometimes it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
How would you go about it for your Roblox compared from your Roblox channel to your Pokemon channel if you're going to do it?
If I was going to do giveaways?
Yeah. Because I know you've done them before on your Roblox channel. How do you do them on that?
That one, it's actually very hard to do because unfortunately Adopt Me doesn't have like some games have like a gifting system. So if I have your, like, remember you're telling me your username on Roblox, like if I have your username on Roblox, like in other games, like I can just type in your username and I can send you a gift. And that makes everything super easy. But in the game that I play, there's no like mailbox gifting system. So I have to pick someone from the comments and I got to add them. And then sometimes like it's hard to join in the game at the same time. They're a kid. They probably get like 20 minutes of iPad time a day. We're on different time zones. It makes it
it's like a trade system.
It's like a trade system. So you have to be in the game at the same time. But then a lot of the times I'll join the game and they're like, hold on, my friend wants to join. Wait, can I get a screenshot? Also, can I have my dream pet? And dream pet is like basically like somebody asking for like a base set Charizard, you know, like and then they're holding me hostage there. And I'm like, I'm just trying to give you your prize. Like, I don't mind to like take pictures and stuff or whatever, but they will hold me there. I'll be in a game for like 30 minutes or an hour just trying to give this kid their prize and they won't hit accept. And I'm like, just accept the trade, bro. So that's complicated. And I have asked Adopt Me to add some sort of trading system, but with that comes scams. So people would like, it's very common in Adopt Me in my game, not trying to talk too much about it. I know people don't care. They should add a mailbox. Kem gets it. She's the only friend here. Kem gets it.
Kem gets it. Hashtag Kem gets it.
But people will do scams. They'll be like, "Oh, send me like a really good pet in my mailbox, and I'll give you like $1,000 in a dot." Like, they'll scam, and then kids will do it, and they'll get tricked, and so that's why they haven't added it yet. But I wish that they would. As far as the Pokemon channel, I've sent one giveaway prize so far. I picked somebody. I just did random comment picker. I tagged them in like a community post and said, "You're the winner." I just asked for their email, or I think I told them to email me. I gave them my email. And then I just looked out for the email. They gave me their address, and I just shipped it. It's kind of hard, but like I wasn't doing that many videos, and so when it comes to, I haven't live streamed yet. So when it comes to a live stream, I do think it's best to just include everyone, like not just the people who buy in. I get the reason for it because you want the people who are there for you. But at the end of the day, if there's more people in your stream, whether they're interacting or not, like those more viewers, like it's gonna bring other people into the stream. And you know what? Let's say 100 people are there, and they're watching you just because they want a giveaway, but because there's 100 people there, YouTube pushes your video and it brings even one person who actually subscribes because they like you. Eventually, like you're gonna have what you want. You're gonna have the community you want. Like the right people are gonna find you. Like Pat says, like your vibe attracts your tribe and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
So I would do giveaways for everyone. Like don't narrow it down to just. I know it seems like the right thing to do. You want to reward the people who support you, but there are other ways to do it. And they're supporting you for that. Like they're there to support you. They don't need anything in return.
Yeah. It's an overall good watch. It's a good video that I would recommend for people who have done it, because a lot of it was just venting, because they know like it doesn't feel good when you're talking to a chat. Like we're talking to Green Tea, we're talking to Tina, we're talking to Kem, Pidgey Boys, Rock. They all come in. Yeah, and then all of a sudden like, oh, we're gonna do a giveaway! Exclamation point! Whatever.
Out of the woodworks.
And then then 7 people that you're like, oh, those are the other 9 people. Like, cool. Some people I'm like, okay, I expected to see you here. Others I'm like, I've never seen you before in my life. And it sucks because sometimes I don't have deep pockets like a lot of people do that or say like, yeah, I'll ship worldwide. I don't. I can't afford it. Like,
I have, and it's
expensive. Because I do not ship.
I shipped to Australia. It was tough.
I shipped something to Germany, and it was over $300. Italy was like $250.
I shipped somewhere I couldn't even find it. Like I couldn't even figure out how to ship. It was like a country I've never even heard of.
Yeah. I shipped to India one time, and the dude was going to be $600. I just hit the dude. I was like, I can't do it.
That's a lot of money. People don't understand. It's a lot of money. It's
a lot of money for only sending about $30 worth of product on average. Yeah. It's not worth it. And I said, I was like, if you want to sign up for the giveaway and you win and you're international, you're paying it. I can't pay for that shipping.
Dang.
Yeah. So a lot of people understand, because it's when I explain it to them, it's because I don't do plain white envelope. I will ship everything in a box because I'm paranoid that it's going to get broken, it's going to get bent, it's going to get damaged. So I was like, you know what? Okay, cool. I'm going to send in a small box. That way I know it gets to you. But even then, there's
no guarantees. Yeah.
I will ship to Canada and Mexico every once in a while just because it's like $60. So it's a little more affordable.
Still a lot.
Yeah,
people get so offended when like the giveaways aren't like worldwide. And it's like, you guys don't know how hard that is if you're not like some rich like millionaire.
Yeah. And people get so like, why not? Like, you pay for the shipping. Well, I don't have that kind of money. Neither do I. I got bills to pay. That's a car payment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish that there was another way to do it. I wish it wasn't so expensive, or there was a way to like give back to those, because they matter too. Like it shocks me when I look at like my analytics and I see like the different countries. I'm like, I had no idea people in these countries watched me. And
I have a lot of people in Europe.
Give back. Yeah. Shocking, surprising. I love people in India.
I thought about one guy. We were able to work something out. I'm like, hey, like he won, and I was like, all right, cool. And I messaged him. I was like, hey, the shipping is going to be like $175. And he was like, hey man, it's not worth it. He's like, it's only worth it's like 12 pounds for me. So for you, it's like maybe $15 worth of product.
Yeah.
He's like, you mind if you just give me like a gift card for that price? I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. So we figured out a way where I can buy him a gift card for, I think it was Ireland. So I was like, yeah, it's cool. That's all right,
something.
Man. Yeah, you want something, and you got something from me. In my opinion, it's a win for both of us. Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I thought it was a good idea.
You figured something out.
Yeah. And that's what it should be. But thankfully, it was an adult, so it wasn't more like a kid. Like, no, I want it.
I was dealing with a kid one time, and like they were like spamming me, and I'm like, I cannot find your address. Like, it is not a format. Like the way the address was written, like it wasn't a postal code. It was letters, and I was like, what is like? Did you asked your mom and dad this is how your address is written? It was tough.
Yeah,
I got it to them though somehow, some way. I managed to get there.
Or he just forgot about it during shipping. Now it's just in the middle of nowhere.
No, they showed me that they got it. Like they said, okay. And this is on Twitter. I did a Twitter giveaway, and it was on Twitter.
I don't have a Twitter.
No?
No.
I'm like addicted to Twitter. It's like one of like those apps where I just scroll.
It's
aimlessly.
A guilty pleasure one.
I get a lot of like that's how I kind of get like my Pokemon and One Piece news. Like I'm scrolling on Twitter, and like the people post like, oh, up at Walmart, like the treasure booster sets, or here now pre-order booster boxes at $80 to $8 a booster box. Like I get.
That's why I follow Powder.
Does he do that? Powder does that?
Powder does in his Discord too.
Ah.
Yeah. Powder is one of my. When I say Powder is one of my best friends in the community, I firmly believe that he's just like he's one.
I
of those
met him
people,
at Card Party, and he's one of the
so
nicest
nice.
people I've ever met.
He's definitely one of those people that are like that. If you message him, he won't get to you right away sometimes, but he will get to you. He will get advice, all that stuff. He's so good.
No, I've had like a few conversations with him here and there, and like I do like his content. I think he has the thing that like my best friend told me that one time, like, oh, you have it, like the content thing.
Yeah, he absolutely does.
I think he has it. I think he has the personality for it, and I think he's still finding his like he's still getting into it, but I think
his rhythm,
the track that he's going with it, he's absolutely going to get there, 100%.
He tried to steal my job.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't. Is he talking about Powder? I think you mean X. Says Green Tea. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, X. I don't want to get sued.
No,
sorry, Elon.
I will never say that. It's Twitter. It's Twitter all day. It will always be Twitter.
Bluebird. It's just a bluebird.
The bluebird. Well, they took the bird away and they replaced it with an X.
You
wouldn't know because you don't have it. Yeah. It's Twitter.
It's Twitter.
Yeah, we love Powder.
He was trying to tell Harry to do my job.
Oh, what, moderate? For Chloe? Or like graphics and stuff? Wait, which job? Depends.
Is Green Tea a graphic designer?
You don't know a lot about Green Tea.
I know he's handsome.
Oh, he's got that talent.
Yeah.
No, like he does graphics for like Chloe and stuff. Am I like leaking private information? He doesn't do anything. He has no talent whatsoever. I don't know.
He has no talent.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
Yeah, I know he's one of those. I know Green Tea's because I don't dig into people's personal stuff. Like if we talk,
it's
if
what
it comes
they
out,
choose to share.
Yeah, like there's
sorry, Green Tea.
No talent.
Green Tea is somebody who like is the first time I talked to him, we like immediately clicked. Like he is just like me. Like we both have like that. Sorry, but like we're both like kind of. I don't want to say socially awkward, but we quote things so much. Like the way we were just quoting The Office, or just like straight to jail. Like him and I are like on the same like wavelength. Like I swear.
Yeah. But Green Tea is one of those people that like he can have an adult conversation with you if it's something you don't agree with, and that's fine.
He's also just like a really good person. He like stands up for his friends and everything, and I appreciate that.
It's clear. Yeah.
Hard to come by in this community.
Hard to come by. It is, unfortunately. Yeah, I didn't know he was a graphic designer. I just thought he was a handsome little boy. Not little, I'm sorry. I just thought he was a handsome fella.
No, like sometimes if you see like the things for Chloe, not all of them, but like when you see those like, like pack break, like this Friday, whatever, like he like makes like those things and stuff.
That's cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. Where's my stuff?
Talented.
Where's my stuff, Green Tea?
Yeah, same.
Same.
I wouldn't steal him from Chloe. I wouldn't do it. He's got enough on his plate. No, he has a lot on his plate. He's like always busy.
I'll give you $4.99 and a Big Mac to work for me.
How much is a Big Mac nowadays?
Ooh, in San Diego, it's like $12. I think. I don't know. I haven't bought a Big Mac.
Like the whole meal, or is that just $12 for a fake burger is crazy?
I think that's for a small meal.
Okay. All right. I don't eat fast food, but I was just curious.
An 18-meal Big Mac Sparta Vault. What? Okay, that's from CNN. I need the actual McDonald's.
I love the fact checking like throughout this. Like, how tall is Slowpoke? Like, how much is a Big Mac?
I'm real big on fact checking because I think it's funny.
No, I love it.
in this economy.
Oh my god, that's my favorite meme ever online. I don't speak Spanish, but like you could read between the lines, but it was just like tres leches en esta economía, and I thought it was like the funniest meme in the entire world.
I think it's funny you have to put in zip codes for McDonald's now since they're all like.
When I was trying to find the Hello Kitty toys, like it kept bringing me to like the same McDonald's because there's like 50,000 of them. Like there's one around the corner. It's cheaper in Canada.
I just want a sandwich.
The Big Arch. There's a new McDonald's burger. I really just don't eat that stuff. I think it tastes bad now. It doesn't taste the way it tasted when we were kids. Like chicken fries from Burger King, that used to be my thing, and they don't taste the same.
A Big Mac is $9.30
for just the sandwich.
Just the sandwich.
Do you know what you could get for $9? You could get a way better meal.
That's 2 gallons of gas. Well, for me it is.
Oh wow! I just filled up my tank the other day. It was $70.
Wait, how big's your car?
It's a Dodge Charger.
Oh, that's why you have a fast gas burner.
3.6 liter, and it's all-wheel drive.
Yeah. Gonzo, look how much it is in Canada. I can try.
How much in Canadian dollars is Big Mac?
Shake
Shack is good. I love Shake Shack. You know what I miss? Steak and Shake. Nobody ever liked Steak and Shake. I
love Steak and Shake.
They don't have many of them. They had one in New Jersey, and then they closed it down. It was inside of a mall, and it's gone. And then there is one by us.
A Big Mac by itself is $12.63.
In Canada?
In Canada.
Tina, that sucks.
That's what I'm getting. That sucks.
Like,
sucks to be you, nerd.
And like you really are just like, God, like I don't have time to cook. Like McDonald's is right there. Like that sucks.
But yeah, Steak Shack is. Oh man, I want to move back to Pensacola just for that. No, says Tina.
Sorry, Tina.
It doesn't help that green tea is like your money's worthless. For me, it's $5, $10 if it's a meal.
That's not accurate. Please hold. Okay, we're gonna get the real fact checks from our real Canadian.
That's fair. Real Canadian. Where's Bob? Where's Bob to be the second factor?
No, I was gonna say.
So speaking of Canada, because I think Tina Marie is on the Pacific side of Canada, right?
Oh, I don't know which side, but I know she's in Canada.
Yeah, I think so. I think someone said that. I don't know. Like again, I don't stalk every mod I see. Just some of them.
Says.
Let's talk about Card Party for a second. Speaking of Canada, because a lot.
Card Party.
So we know Tampa Bay next year for sure. What are your thoughts on Pacific Northwest? Because even though Pat said it's not in Canada, there's still a small pocket of people like, nope, Pat's lying to us. It's Canada.
No, I don't think it's. Well, I bet you know.
So. I don't know.
You don't know? He didn't tell you?
Nope.
Oh, I guess you're not as close as you thought you were. Oh, no, just kidding.
No, because he knows I'm one of those people.
Like a blabbermouth?
No. It's no, I know stuff still. Don't worry. It's just I like to have that experience like everyone else of like,
to like be like, wow. Like you know he's gonna do a video for it like he did the last one and it's gonna be really dope.
Yes. I like that
I think it's gonna be in Washington. Like I think it's gonna be in Washington. I could be wrong. If it's in Canada, I don't have a passport, so gonna need to get one of those. I've never been to Canada.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be in Seattle myself.
Yeah.
And the biggest reason I don't think it's in Canada is I think Washington 2 says green tea. Tina Marie says $6.69 for just the bird. What? So it's like $3 for us if we went to Canada.
I thought the Canadian dollar is it worth more or less than the US dollar?
It's worth less. So that's why I said like for us it would be like
I might green tea. I don't know.
To like $4 or $5.
I really don't know. It also depends on like how the Tampa Bay one goes. Like I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to Tampa Bay for sure.
Oh yeah. So to go back, like I don't think it's going to be in Canada because just like you're saying, you don't have a passport. Neither do I. So all those people, that's exactly. I think it would be.
But it's not just about the U.S. people. It could be the Canadian people, like all the people who couldn't come over to the U.S. for these last 2 card parties. They might be the crowd to go to that one. If.
But I'm going to both. Already bought the early bird tickets for both of them.
Let's go. I have my hotel booked for Tampa Bay already. Me and my roommate.
Me too. I'm just I as soon as I booked it, there's one of my acquaintances on the app on this community they're like, hey, I just bought these prices. I'm like, great. Since you bought these things, you're going to turn off your GoFundMe? He was like, what? I was like, dude, you have a GoFundMe and you just bought all this stuff. Come on. Like, you got to you can't pick and choose this stuff.
Damn.
He was like, yeah. So he was like, hey, but he's like, I'm looking for a roommate. I'm like, you're not going to get it from me. I have my wife and kids. They're my roommates.
Go. Yeah. There you go. Also, something that I think why he's not going to, sorry, did you want to add something first?
That's all I was going to say is like, I don't think a lot of people in this community, especially for the new people starting out, understand how expensive it is for collecting cards, collecting sealed product, all like just being a content creator in general. It's kind of expensive.
Especially in this hobby, because there are some things you could do that are like completely free. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like some avenues of content.
Free. I didn't pay you to be here.
No, you didn't. No, he did not.
I will give you $5 from the gift I'll split the 10 gifted subs that Damien sent.
Let's go. No,
but yeah, there's so many content creators that like they blow their life savings to do this stuff and to be
you gotta want it.
It's that, and you also have to have the right mindset for it and be prepared that if it doesn't fail, I mean, if it does fail, like, what are you gonna do? Like, you got to stay within a budget. You need a backup plan. You need a budget to do this, and a lot of people don't do that. They're like, oh, I'm just gonna spend my money, spend a credit card. I'm like, no.
I think rip and ship is the best start if you are like tight for cash, like, you know, because you're making, even if you're making back half, like, you know, like even because like if I were to start doing like live streaming and doing like a kind of rip and ship, like I would do it at a loss for myself. One, so like it's
a lot of people still do.
Yeah, like I feel like that's better for especially if you are like making profit from it, like you're at the point where you're monetized, like you will make that money back. Like you don't need to sell it at full price or a profit or anything like that. But I was going to say, sorry, going back to the card party thing, I was going to say another reason why I think he won't do it in Canada. I know Pat can travel. I know he travels all the time.
Passport, yeah.
But also I'm thinking like when you're planning an event, you probably have to visit the venue relatively frequently, like to just like go over things, especially like coming close to it. You know, he ships his bulk. And so like imagine him.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Going to Canada with TSA.
Like people are like Card Party Europe, and it's like people don't understand that like if Pat is to bring Card Party to any other country, like just country in general, it is not going to be the same card party that we get here in his home country, the US. Like it's going to be different. I don't think he'll be able to do the world record thing. Like I don't think he'll ship his bulk. Like Bulk Avenue might not exist. Like, you know what I mean?
He mentioned in his last live stream he is looking into Canada. I think Canada is going to be the best bet for a international
card party.
I don't.
Who knows?
I agree with
10
you.
years.
Yeah,
Europe maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Years down the line, overseas, I can see it happening. But again, back to what you're saying, the travel for him or in his team is going to be ridiculous.
Yes.
The stuff like there probably won't be a bulk alley because he's not going to like. I know he can afford it, but why would you?
Yeah,
for bulk.
But it sucks because then you're starting to like that is a small factor of card parties, but like there's so much more like everything else at card parties.
How is he going to verify the vendors overseas? Because he doesn't have the same rapport with the vendors overseas like he does here.
It's much easier to do it like in your home, like you know where you know things a little bit better and how things work differently overseas. Like, you know, like their taxes and just like everything. You have to pay customs on bulk. Who knows? Like it, you know, like you have no idea how that's gonna work.
Did you bring any Pokemon apples, fruits, vegetables on board?
No.
No, just this applin.
Just this applin. Did you open Stellar Crown yet today?
No, I haven't had time to go pick any up.
Oh my god! You have to go to GameStop too, so you get the promo. It's not the best promo, but it's promo.
Yeah, it's a promo's a promo.
The Archer Ludon or whatever.
Yeah, Green Tea says still waiting for that.
I called that. I'm the one who said Card Party Cruise, so he better do it, and then he better give me credit. I would love a little like 3-day cruise for Card Party, like leave out of like Miami or something.
Of course, Miami.
Where to Miami? Come on.
Where would you like to go on the cruise for it? Just stay in the middle of the ocean, or would you like to go down to Mexico or something with it?
No, I am an avid cruiser. My family took me on cruises every year growing up, so I just love the Caribbean, however you want to say it. I love like St. Thomas, St. Martin, like you know, like the Bahamas, Bermuda, any of them.
I went on a cruise once. It was really fun.
Well, one time it was really fun. The days at cruise, the days at sea are fun too.
It was a 9-month cruise. Some people call it a deployment.
Were you on a boat though?
No, it's called a ship because it's big.
Like a ship, like a battleship, like a ship.
Yeah, like a ship.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool.
It was cool until all the Marines started dropping the weight above my head because where I sleep.
Oh no, that's scary. I could never.
It wasn't like they're literally like, I'm not afraid it's going to drop and fall through the floor because all the ships are metal. But like where I was sleeping, the gym was right above it's called where we sleep. It's called the berthing. So it was right above the berthing.
It's not the barracks.
No,
I don't know anything
the
about
barracks
anything.
are on land.
Okay, slay.
Yeah.
I know nothing.
Quit trying to sound young. It's not going to happen.
You don't understand. Like, I adapt the lingo of like the people in my community. So I'll start saying something.
You have to.
Ironically, like I'll be like, haha, slay, right? Like I'm like, we say swag where I'm from, like in our generation. But then like I start saying it enough like as a joke, and then I start saying it like
the 7-year difference is big though, because I remember when you're because we already established you're 7 years younger than I am.
Yeah.
So you 29. Said swag. My generation would say that's hot from like Paris Hilton.
No.
Oh yeah, like that's hot.
Because but you will clip that. Somebody clip that.
I have no shame. You can clip whatever you want.
That would be a good clip.
Yeah, that's hot. Like,
yeah. But you would actually say that to like say something was like good or cool. The kids nowadays are saying
it would be
skibbity.
Like that's hot. Oh, that's awesome. That's fire. Like I guess
I say that. We say that.
I would say that one's one of those ones that doesn't really die out.
What about that's lit? Do you say that? That's like
no.
That's fire.
That's lit. Tight. Yeah, see, that's tight. That's
do you
tight,
say groovy? Yeah. Ever groovy?
No, I'm not that old.
I don't know. You're saying a lot of things that I've never said before.
Raise the roof. We used to
do
that. Yeah, raise the roof.
I mean, I've done it before, but like I've never said it.
No, yeah, you had to say it when you do raise the roof.
No, I never did that.
Yeah.
This is like a trip.
I'm old. Maybe it's a West Coast thing too, though.
We're in a time machine. Maybe it is a West Coast thing.
Yeah.
Do you guys do this? Is that real?
Hang loose, yeah.
I do this now, but again, I started doing it ironically as a joke, and now I do it all the time.
No, like we do it like, hey man, what's up? Like we'll give each other the shaka. It's called the shaka. It's called it's called the shaka.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's
why is it called that?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Let's Google. Look it up, shall we? Welcome to Education with Gonzo. How do you feel about the Gonzo sighting? I think it's not the lore, but like the thing.
I think it's funny that you and Green Tea and Jeff run with it.
I started it.
You did start it. You did start it. Let's make it known. She started it. What was it? The Gen 6 video?
It was the video where you were predominantly in it, and like, but it was like one of the first ones that you were like really like making multiple appearances.
So it wasn't the Gen 2 one. The Gen 2 one was Ugly Sweater.
And no, I don't think it was that. No,
I think it was the Gen 3 one.
What was the one where you had the whiteboard and stuff, and like you were like messing up the count? Which one?
Oh, that was the very last one. That was Gen 9.
Okay, so it was before that one.
It was definitely before that. I want to say it was Gen 3 or Gen 4.
But it was just so funny seeing you appear more. Oh, so sad when he fails. But like seeing you appear more like in the videos, you know, because we know you're like behind the scenes, or we know that you're friends with Pat, but then you actually were being in the video. So at first it was like legit, like I was counting 1, 2, 3, but then it just started to be a joke. Like it's just like, oh,
I thought that was funny.
884. Like it was.
Yeah, it was so funny. Like when I saw that, I'm like, nope, I'm done. This is great.
I love it. It's my favorite thing now.
Tina says I've been on one, but seen a huge one on my honeymoon in Jamaica. Oh, a cruise. She's talking about a cruise.
Oh, sorry, we're way past cruises now. It's our bad.
Green Tea says I do the peace sign now. I blame the Brits. Do
like British the Brits, like Brits like Brittany and another Brittany, or Brits like British? Because British is with 1 T. My Brit is with 2 T.
I don't know. Let's blame both.
I mean, I grew up with the duck face. So, like I grew up with that. Yes. It's so hard not to do it. It's extremely difficult not to.
My wife is Filipino, so my kids grow up. Well, when my wife takes pictures, she's like, all right. So now my 8-year-old automatically does.
No.
Yeah. And then my 2-year-old, when she was like, all right, say cheese, she'll do that. And he'll be like, ease, and put up 2 fingers.
That's so precious.
Yeah. I think
your kids do the thing when you say like, oh, pretend you're on the phone, and they go like this instead of like this?
My eldest does this. My 2-year-old just goes, hello.
No.
Hello, hi.
Probably used to them being on speakerphone, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, wait, but that's
I'm old, so I can't like when I call people, I can't put it on my ear anymore because I'm so old. So it's like bro, you're in public. Don't say anything wild. He's like, oh, am I?
That's why I have AirPods. Like it's AirPods or it's speakerphone. It's one of the. And you got to preface. You have to say you're on speaker. Like don't say anything scandalous.
I mess like, and I can't do that. I can't not warn people because the only people who call me and I answer are my veteran friends who call and check on me to make sure I'm not unaliving myself. Aww. Yeah, that's the kind of mental health problems I have. Thanks, Navy. It's okay. It hasn't happened in a long time. I'm good. I have help now. That's all that matters. He called me one day. I was like, hey man, what's up? And I haven't talked to him in a while. We were playing phone tag. And I was like, hey, for the record, I'm out in public. You're on speakerphone. And he straight up goes, where are you at? I was like, I'm going to hang up. He goes, no. I'll be good. And I was like, no, I don't trust you. He was like, Gonzo, how long have we known each other? I was like, dude, we deployed with each other. I love you. He goes, yeah, I love you too. Now, but how many people can take a joke before I repeat what he said? It's on the vulgar side.
Yeah.
But it's on the racist side or like sexual. It is sexually explicit, but all he said was like, dude, that's fine. I love you. Just please come back home. I miss that dick. No! I was like, you're a motherfucker. I hate you.
Oh no. Oh my God.
I was like, I'll be home soon. Just make sure. And so
love you, honey.
I didn't help the situation. And my wife was next to me when it happened. I was like, I miss you too. Just make sure you have the KY jelly prepared this time. The spit wasn't enough last time. And he's like, fair enough.
I need to know where in public you were that you were okay
Target.
with.
We were in Target.
No, never.
When I say I have no shame, there's none. There's no shame at all.
For me, it depends on the day. Like, you know what I mean? Especially like, okay, you were with your wife who's probably your best friend. So that she probably, like, I'm sure alone you would also be yourself, but having somebody there with you, like, makes it easier.
She has seen it.
But like, it probably also gives you like the confidence, like I can be my full self. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like me, when I'm with my friends, like I'm a lot more like, I don't care because like I have them,
She has, when I was drinking, like I said it early in the chat, I'm 8 years sober. When I was in the Navy and we were drinking, the same person who called me, she has pictures of me and him spooning together because we were so drunk. We just passed out because she locked us out of the backyard.
And the lotion aisle is crazy.
Yeah. We drank so much that she kicked us out of the house for the night, made us sleep on the patio in my backyard. And it was in the middle of winter. So we just curled up.
You had to cuddle.
We had to cuddle to survive.
So wait, like big spoon, little spoon, or like were you facing each other? Okay. Who was the little spoon?
Oh, I'm little spoon.
Okay. There we have it, folks. Got those little spoon.
Were you in the lotion house's green tea?
Yeah.
I do that to my guy friends. Yeah. And it's funny because my wife, she was like, I don't understand how straight men are the gayest people in the world. I was like,
but that's how you know that they are like secure with themselves. It's the ones that are like super far like offended by it. It's like, what are you hiding? Like,
so
why are you so insecure?
I have a pretty funny story about when I got back home from deployment. While I was deployed, one of my younger sisters came out of the closet, and my family knows how very sarcastic I am and how like not blunt I can be, but my sister was very much, my mom was like, please be nice to your sister. I was like, no, she's my sister. She's getting this.
Oh no.
So I emailed her a picture of a cat with the cat's face into the pizza. And the meme was saying like, oh, I just got adopted by a lesbian couple. And I found out what they eat. I am a pizza. So I sent that to my sister.
She had to love it. She had to love it.
She thought it was funny. My mom did not.
Oh, wait, how old were you at the time?
I was 24. She was 23.
Okay. That's old enough for that kind of joke.
Yeah. So we get back from I get back from deployment. We went to a local gay bar out here in San Diego because I wanted to celebrate with my sister just like my family did while I was gone. And I look at my wife dead in the eye and I take off my wedding ring and I hand it to her. And she's like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, man, you got free drinks when we started dating. I'm taking advantage of this. I got free drinks all night from this one dude. Isn't that lovely? Yeah. It made me feel so pretty. I'm not gonna lie. I felt beautiful. But
it feels good until you got to talk to them, though.
Oh, don't jump ahead of my story.
Oh, so sorry.
So this guy, he was talking to me all night. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. He bought me drinks, and we were getting ready to go home, and he's like, you want to come back to my place? And I'm like, you have booze? And he was like, yeah, I got alcohol. I was like, okay. And my wife comes over. She's like, hey, it's time to go. And he was like, oh, honey, no, he's with me. And she's like, no, he's with me. And she hands me back my wedding ring, and I put it back on. And I'm like, sorry, buddy, I'm with her. And he was like, no, you did not. I'm like, I did. Thank you. And I walked away. And the dude was so mad. Him and his friend. Yeah, I scammed that dude hard. I was such a piece of shit when I was in the Navy.
Scam.
Alcohol will do that with you, with an alcoholic. True. So they wanted to fight me and everything. And like for a second, my wife ended up telling me like the parts that I forgot about. She was like, yeah, when I walked up, he was like, we're like, oh, time to go home. She's like, no, he's coming home with me. And he's like, no, definitely with me. I'm the one who's been with him all night. She's like, sure, guy, he's coming home with me. Sure, he was like, fine, you can come with us, but don't touch me. I'm not into that. And she was like, all right. And that's when she gave me the ring and I put it on. So yeah.
That guy was about to go all the way.
Yeah, he wanted it. That's why I was like, I felt pretty.
That had to make you like feel gassed up.
No, and I didn't care. It was my fault. So like, why would I?
No, it's a good thing. Like he gassed you up. Like he made you feel like you were that. Like you were. Yeah,
my wife. But then she's like, "You're never doing that again." I was like, "No, I won't."
And then you think about how expensive drinks are on a night out.
Yeah, like, that's why I just bought everything and just stayed at home, barbecued, and drank myself to sleep.
So much more fun. Oh well, that's not that part, but hold on. Like being at home, like more like with your friend. Like you don't need to go out with a bunch of strangers and pay more for drinks. Like you could just be like at home.
I like doing what we're like. If I was still drinking, I would like to have a glass of not wine, like
whiskey,
some beer, whiskey. A White Russian. I would like to have one while I'm having conversations with people because I like it. It's relaxing to me, but there were some points where it was just like, I'm not doing anything. Let's drink.
Yeah.
And then like things were getting out of hand in my personal life, so I was like, you know what? Well, it's not. I said, you know what? My wife said, hey, this or this. I'm like, okay. Decisions need to be made, and it's yeah, and it's one of those situations like a lot like with some of my friends that I'm trying to like not convince them that they need to stop drinking because it's always going to be their decision. I had like when I tell them that story, they're like, oh well, you're lucky you only had to do it one time. I'm like, one time? No, my wife gave me that ultimatum a lot, but there was that one specific time I knew she was serious. That's when I was like, oh okay, but it still took me a minute. And it took a long time before I finally was like, I'm done. I'm not drinking anymore. But yeah, like it's to quit anything is difficult.
Extremely.
Yeah.
Especially with something as addictive as alcohol. Like they say, like once an addict, always an addict. And it's a battle for the rest of your life. It's not just like I did it for 8 years. Like that's it. Like I'm done. Like I completed it. Like it's for the rest of your life.
Yeah. That's why my wife, it's funny because she's like, you quit drinking and with like all the books and statistics say like, oh, you should have a lot more money because you're not spending on alcohol. And for a while that was true. Yeah. Then I was like, no, I just remembered my childhood addiction.
I need another vice.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the thing with ADHD though. We have a very addictive personalities.
It's bad.
Have you seen like the hello?
The macarons, the cupcakes.
I have 3 different macaron stools, 2 cupcake stools, 2 donut stools now. Still on the hunt for more.
I just have this chair. I need a new chair though.
I also need a new chair.
Okay, back to Shaka.
Sorry.
So
what is this?
The ADHD.
Forgot how that started.
We were talking about pictures and people putting up the peace signs.
And like yep.
The term shaka is not a Hawaiian word. It's attributed to David Lippy Espada, a used car a car pitchman who ended his TV commercials in the 1960s with the gesture and enthusiastic shaka bruh. So it's that guy's fault. Yeah, shucka, bruh.
But I would never say that. Like I would just
Me
do
either.
this.
We just throw it up. Yeah,
I'd be
but
like,
the
"What's
60s makes
good?"
sense.
The 60s is crazy.
What's good is fighting words out here in California.
Like, yo, Miley, what's good? Like
yeah,
that.
yeah, pretty much.
Well, for me, it could be good or bad. It could be like, what's good? Or it could be like, what's good? It could be either one.
It does. I guess it does determine on the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Tina says, I will find a new hobby, and my ADHD makes me have to go all in ASAP.
Yeah, I'm one of those people who I'm like, I like One Piece, and then I bought like three $3,000 cards, like just in a matter of like a week.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's when I started following you on Instagram. I'm like, oh yeah, One Piece. Yeah, she
this
just
crazy
started,
Zoro girl.
Yeah, she just started talking about One Piece. And I look at your profile, I was like, wow, for someone who just started One Piece, she has a lot of Zoro products.
I'm one of those people. People hate people like me in the hobbies.
I don't have enough money for a second hobby.
Okay, but you have the luck for a second hobby. Like he gets
I know. I saw his hits from last night.
Everything. He gets every alt art. He gets everything he ever wants from a set. He buys into these things and he just somehow gets everything he wants. I hate you. Love you.
But realistically, I'm jealous.
Hate you. Yeah, no, for real, I am. There are still cards that I'm chasing that I haven't been able to pull.
Do you give up at a certain point and just buy it?
No.
I know, I'm the same.
I can't because I'll look at it and it'll be like looking at a failure trophy. Like it'll be like a participation.
I'm not big on trading either.
Trading is okay.
I hoard everything.
Me too. I'm attached to things.
So yeah.
You know, I'm like I pulled it. Like I pulled the Iono at the first card party, right? Like the altered Iono, whatever. Yeah. But then after that, I pulled 2 more in the same sitting. So pulled 3 Ionos total. Somebody asked me to buy them. I'm like, but I pulled that. Like, do I need 3? No. But like I pulled them all. Like they're mine.
You're missing the point. They're mine.
they're mine. It's the same thing in my Roblox game. Like people are like, I see you have like 50 bat dragons, which is like a very good like pet in the game. They're like, can I have one? And I'm like, but you don't understand. I named them all. Like they're all mine. You can't have one, and I won't trade it. Just very.
Tina says, I like trading. I prefer to trade everything. I do trade, but it's gonna have to be a card I really want, or like those major puppy dog guys from a kid. You'd be like, I want that card, man. You better have something good.
Notify me at all about this stream. Well, welcome in.
Hey, Shug. Shug had a really good video the other day about. Again, it was just another video about starting a conversation of what people think, and it was about are Pokemon cards becoming elitist? Like, are we getting priced out of some cards just because? Yeah, I don't think it is, in my opinion. There's some cards that I think are overpriced, but I do think there's some cards that I don't think overall it's not elitist, in my opinion. The card, not content creators, because a lot of his comments were like, yeah, the creators. I'm like, no, he didn't say anything about creators at all. It's about the cards themselves. I don't think it is. Yeah, I
think certain cards are like, you know what I mean. But
yeah, overpriced, yes, but not elite.
No. Yeah. No. I don't think so either.
Tina says, I'm good at making puppy dog guys. Puppy dog guys don't work on me from grown adults. I blame my law enforcement stuff with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had this crackhead one night.
Oh, here we go.
She was. Maybe I should save this story for an after dark stream because
we're already here.
So I get a call. We get a call like, hey, there's people in this part of the gated area. Can you go get them out? They're on private property. It was like a warehouse area, so they should not have been there. They're trespassing. Okay. So I go and I check it out. And this crackhead, she's making her money. I'll put it that way. Okay. She's making her money. I get it to stop, and I get it to stop. I have to. That's my job. I have to stop it and get him out of there. Okay. As she's wiping the stuff off her face, she's like, her eyes are like. So do I just get a warning? I was like, no, Kim, this is the 3rd time I've talked to you in 2 weeks. You're going to jail. She's like, okay. God. As I'm putting on my gloves because I know what I have to do. She's like, oh, do I just get a warning? No. Kim's not her real name. I obviously changed it for.
Girl was out here just trying to get her bag.
No, she's trying to get heroin.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I guess a bag of heroin. So.
Oh,
Oh.
that's so sad. That makes me sad.
Yeah, a lot of people share your opinion, Gonzo. Glad you liked the video. I do think the housing market, though, is becoming elitist.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%. Like,
Yeah.
I'm still 29 and I have to live with a roommate. I can't afford to live by myself yet.
Yeah, I'm 36 and I have to live with my wife. I mean,
well,
no,
have to is a poor choice of words.
No, I got really lucky. My wife and I did. She's an only child, so thankfully, when we got married, we were like, okay, let's go move out, get an apartment, let's go buy our own home. And my mother-in-law was like, no, you stay here. We're like, okay, like, so the house is completely paid off. We don't have to pay rent. We don't have to do anything. So we got lucky that way, but every once in a while we still go out, look at the housing market so we can either buy a bigger house I think we're done having kids, but they're still growing. They still have to get clothes, toys. So it's a lot of it's like, we might have to go look at a house, and we're looking like, Jesus,
it's impossible.
It's crazy. And Sam, because we were, we were talking, Professor Metri and I were looking at houses the other day, just because he lives in New York. So it's very similar price points for some areas. State. He lives on Long Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know if that's considered New York City still.
No. It's not Manhattan.
Okay. So yeah, like the cheapest house for like a livable house, nothing that you have to, not something you would think of a fixer upper,
right,
is like $700,000.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just a standard house with 3 bedrooms. But I think everything we were looking at, the minimum mortgage was $5,000 to $6,000. And they want, in San Diego, they want you to make 3 times as much as that. So you have your debt to income ratio isn't going to put you, like, they want to make sure you can afford the mortgage. Mm-hmm. So they want you to make at least $15,000 to $18,000 a month to afford the morttage. And that's not including
what HOA are they going to do when people are not buying these houses? Because they're not. Like, what are they going to do?
They rent them. People will buy them and rent them out. That's why our housing market in Southern California is so bad. All these people from all over it's all from all over the world, not just from California. Like, there's people who are from like the gas tycoons from like Minnesota and Texas. They'll buy houses in California just to rent them out. Yeah. So like and that's like when people talk about the housing market in California, like they were like, oh, it's your guys' fault. It's your guys' fault. It's like, no, it's out-of-state motherfuckers that are the fault. Like, they don't understand what's actually happening because the news doesn't talk about what's actually happening. Let's move on from that.
No,
Tina says 700,000 is almost 1 million in Canada. Yeah, that sounds about right. What?
The cost of a dollar.
Speaking of your roommate again, and you were initially from Jersey. Mm-hmm. Did you move in did Fishy also move to Florida, or was he already there?
He's from California, actually.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
He's from LA. What does that make sense?
I don't know. Yeah, because like it's LA is worse.
He loves LA though. Like, he says that eventually he wants to go back. He misses it.
I would miss it too. I'm born and raised in San Diego. It's amazing.
Food here sucks.
In Florida?
Yeah, it's disgusting. Horrible.
Then why do you always share pictures of it and make it look so good?
Listen, we found a couple hidden gems here and there, but also it's the food we make. Like, we say it all the time.
That's true. You do.
There's like, nowhere for us to. Yeah, no, he cooks a lot. I make pico de gallo. That's kind of the extent of my talents.
What's in your pico de gallo?
So it's tomato. Have you ever been to Trader Joe's?
Yes.
Trader Joe's has these incredible, buy them now. They're called hot and sweet jalapenos. If you've never bought them before, they're incredible. So not only do I chop up those jalapenos and put it in the pico de gallo, but I pour a little bit of the juice. Sometimes I'll do the lime juice as well as that. But if I don't have a lime, like, I just do that juice, salt, cilantro, onion, and it's amazing. And he says it's amazing. It's like him approved. So it's other person approved.
It's a brown person approved is what she's trying to say.
It's a Mexican approved.
Yeah.
He says it's good pico de gallo. So he's from California.
Is he Mexican or Mexicant?
Oh, Mexican, I think.
So he can't speak Spanish?
He can speak Spanish, but he tells people he can't because he doesn't want them to make him speak it.
I wish I could do that. I just say no because I can't.
Oh, he says no because he doesn't want to.
No, they're I know when people are talking shit though. I know enough. Like I know enough to like I can understand some of it, but I can't hold a conversation. So
Yeah,
but
no,
so I like to eavesdrop because I like to know what people are saying.
That's cool. That's still like something that's more than I can say.
Yeah.
But Mexican, I'd say. Fishy blocks. Sorry if you're watching. Exposing you. He can't speak Spanish. He has no talent.
He has no talent.
That's just my go-to for everyone. If I'm exposing you, like they have no talent, just kidding.
They have no talent. Moving on. Is there any so let's go what was I gonna say? I just had a squirrel moment in my own head. Out of the Roblox content creators, the ones that you have not worked with yet, collaborated with, who are the ones you would like to collaborate with?
I'm not big on collaborating because I'm like socially awkward. Like you're different. Like we've already talked and we're friends, but like of the people I would want to collaborate with, I haven't spoken to them much, like if at all. And I don't know, for the type of content that I do, I don't like see the need for a collaboration, but I could tell you the people I look up to and like the people.
Yeah, who are your role models in that space?
The 3 people who got me started, I didn't know Fishy at the time, but the 3 people who really inspired me to get started, all women, love women. Leah Ash is her name. She has like 4 or 5 million subscribers. She's amazing. Megan Plays, she's like really huge in the Roblox space. Like she was very huge in my game space. Mm-hmm. And then this other girl called I Am Santa. Her name's Santa, which I've talked to her.
I think my son watches her channel.
Santa?
I think so.
She's like Santa the unicorn. Like she has blonde hair and like she has like little unicorn horn and ears. And then Leah Ash has pink hair sometimes and other times very long brown hair.
I think he's seen Santa's videos then because I know I've seen and heard the name a handful of times.
She's very popular with like the younger audience. Like mine are probably like anywhere from like 8 years old to like early teenagers, but I feel like Santa has a lot of like that younger side of like.
So probably a couple years ago then.
Probably, yeah, her. But she's still going. She's still doing Adopt Me content, as am I. Leah Ash and Megan have moved on to other Roblox. That game I was telling you about, Dress to Impress, that one that's like blowing up. They started to do that. I don't know necessarily if I'd want to collab with them, but because I like the content that I make. I like to do it alone. If I collab, it's literally just with my best friend Fishy, like just him.
Yeah,
people love. We have like that. We have that best friend duo. You know, you have sometimes like they're like, oh, do the collab with this person again. Like people just love that a certain duo. That's like me and him. So people love when we make videos together.
There's a lot of content creators like that on the video game space for Pokemon because that's initially where I started.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because you said you played every single one.
I played every single one. If you go back into my channel, my very first video series was a playthrough of Pokemon Sword.
I love that. I love that.
Dress to Impress mentioned, it says Kem.
Yeah, Kem. I'm so happy Kem is here. I love Kem.
So like for me, the people that inspired me that you would know is Super Duper Danny.
Oh my gosh, they're amazing.
Yeah, I get tongue tied on the same thing because when I started watching them, I know. Sorry, I don't mean to because I don't want to hurt their feelings. It's just it's what I'm used to as someone who's been alive for 36 years, and I
think as long as we correct it, it's okay.
And it's not I'm not doing it maliciously, and I hope they understand that. And
they're one of the longest. Like Pokemon creators in the space, are they? If not the them and Ando, like
I want to say yeah, especially for the TCG side.
And they did the like the trade up challenge, like starting from like nothing, like a penny or whatever.
Yes, and Nate, Nate was around for a long too. Yeah, because Super Duper Danny was I found them when they were collaborating with. Content creators I used to watch called Dobbs and Original 151. They still do video game content. And that's how I found Super Duper Danny. And I was like, you know what? This is something I'm gonna start getting my hands into. And I started my YouTube channel in 2020, literally a month or two before the pandemic started. So I was like, all right, cool. I got packs, I got this, I got that. And then the pandemic hit And I was like, okay, well, I can still find cards. Like, I got it. And then Logan Paul did his box break. And like, I can't find shit. Yeah.
That's where I came in.
Yeah.
Do you remember like one of the first videos you saw of Super Duper Danny's that like made you like subscribe to them or like want to get into like Pokemon, like not even just content creation on your own side, but just like getting into watching those kind of YouTubers?
Yeah, it wasn't their TCG stuff. It was the video game content she was doing. She was doing playthroughs and collaboration videos with, like I said, with the other content creators I was watching. And so with that, it was like what we were talking about earlier, like, oh, cool. Like, yeah, I'm like, for this, I'm only watching it because it's a series of a playthrough.
Yeah. Like you were just there for that, not necessarily for them.
But then I was like, all right, well, every other week or certain days, a video for the series was on their channel. So I had to subscribe so I don't miss it. And then I just started slowly like, all right, let's check out their content when it's just them. And I was like, you know what? This is good. This is good shit. I like this. So that's what stuck me around.
They have such like they're so positive and they're just, I don't know, like just so cute. Like
yes.
Very
oh, absolutely. And then Super Duper Danny again was the reason why I was like, you know what, let me do some TCG stuff. So I went from video game to TCG, and I still do some video game stuff from time to time, but it's mostly to tie in like the cards. Like I'll open up a pack of cards and I'll make a team out of it and I'll battle other people.
I like that.
Yeah,
that's creative.
I like it a lot. Like I really would like, because I am a super, like when I say super fan, I'm a super fan. I got a tattoo of Raichu on my arm for
love to see it.
So it's like if there's any way I can, and I try to do it every once in a while still, like I'm trying to bring on content creators from the video game space to come on, because I watch them. I like their content. So it's like, I want to show you guys what I do in the content space when I'm not opening packs, when I'm not hanging on streams with other people. Like I'm watching this kind of content, and we're not so far off. And that's the crazy thing to me about the TCG space of Pokemon. The TCG space is very tight knit. Like we'll hang out and that's it. But there's a very small group, especially on the content creator side, where it's not that they blend in with the video game space, it's they know about it. But with the video game space, they can open up packs and no one's going to be like, oh, that's that, we're not here for that, don't do that. Because unfortunately I've seen that twice on smaller channels where like, dude, why are you playing the game? Just open up packs. Like, oh man, come on, let them experiment a little bit. But
you never know, you might like it. Like,
exactly. I love the games. I think I might do another playthrough series one day, but I gotta have the time for it.
I think like my favorite type of content to watch doesn't matter. Like you see people who come into Pat's chat and they say like, I don't even like Pokemon, but like I'm here for you. It's like, it doesn't matter what it is, but I love to see somebody doing something that they love. Like I just love the passion. That is the reason PokeRev was like Ando was the first person I subscribed to, but PokeRev like soon after, and it was just that passion. It was the screaming, it was the getting excited over the pack, and I'm like, oh my god, like I love how much this person loves this thing. You know what I mean? And it's like a fun thing to observe. So if you really like playing the games through and you get into it and you're talking about it, and my favorite thing too is when people educate me while entertaining me. That's my favorite. So like
that's why I love Metri's channel, because I'm like he really leans into the professor side of his username, and it's so good because he'll go into details of what the history of the card is.
I love that.
Or of the region that it's supposed to be in. He has a video where he talks about the symbols, when the Pokemon cards used to have symbols, of what they mean.
I love that.
Yeah,
I gotta check that out, because that's the type of videos that I really, really like to watch, is when I'm getting educated. Team Pocket!
We were just talking about you, handsome.
We were talking about you earlier. Okay, not just. That was a while ago, but
like an hour ago. Hello, two of my favorite people, says Team Pocket.
We were literally talking about how amazing you are and how well you're doing. And that
I found Leonhardt, then Chloe, and then the rest is history. Leonhardt, I found he was. I'll be like, I'm very honest about how I feel about people. Leonhardt, I generally do like.
He's one of the nicest people I've ever met.
He's very nice, but his content's not for me.
I feel the same.
But I'm not gonna dog on him. I'm like, hey, he's doing something. That's not a lot of people can say that.
What does Pat say? You gotta cringe before they binge.
Like, right. Yeah. And
my content's cringe.
That's fine. I think everybody is at one point.
You have to.
You have to.
Maybe not the whole time of your career, but at some point, like especially the beginning, like you got to be a little cringe. Like you got to.
He acts different in his content
100%.
over than he does in person. Yeah. I don't
keep in
watch
mind it's a
anymore.
job.
Yeah.
Like this is a job. Like if he's appealing to like that younger audience, you know what I mean, like that. And some older people like it too. Like adults love that kind of stuff too.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not gonna dog on the person because I don't know him on a personal level to be like, nah, that dude sucks, or like, he's whatever. No, every time I've talked to him, he was very genuine, very nice. The best down to earth story I can share about Leonhardt was at Card Party this year when we were getting ready to do our signings, because I didn't know I was going to get a table until that schedule came out. I'm like, oh,
you had no idea.
No, I didn't. They're kind of just like, surprise. And I was like, oh, that's okay. I got this. And I was partnered up with Ian. So I was like, all right, cool. So one of my friends, I got this. Pat and Leonhardt were the other two in the space that had that in the same time frame. And Lee was just you can tell he was nervous. He was excited, but he was nervous. Ian and I are setting up our tables. We're getting ready to getting ready to do it. And Lee came to us to talk and hang out. And we didn't talk about Pokemon. We talked about Texas, California. And then Pat came over because he was like, oh, there's everybody. And he like, yeah, we did what we're doing now. We just hung out and talked. So I think that's what a lot of people don't get to see from Leonhardt. And I think that he might want to lean into a more, I don't want to say he should lean into it. I just, me personally, would like to see more down to earth him. Yeah,
100%, because he really is one of the nicest people I've ever met. I met him for the first time at the first card party, and it was when I first met Green Tea and I first met Chloe, and like first time meeting all of my friends in person was the first card party.
Card party, I was so nervous at.
I was nervous.
I wasn't even.
Some people you don't know what they look like. Like some people are anonymous online, and like you don't even know who you're looking for. But it was that night, Green Tea, that we all like went out to eat. I think we were like this huge group of like 20 people. I think it's when we opened the Evolving Skies, you and I together and stuff. And like Lee was he was the nicest guy ever. Like I didn't even know him, and I'm thinking like he's way too famous to speak to me. Like I should just shut up. His friends are here. Let him. He will talk to you like with anything and treat you with so much respect. He's so kind. Like I can't say enough good things about him.
Yeah, I don't think anybody feels that they're above anyone else in the space.
I hope not.
I hope not either. But everyone I talked to, they were very like
down to earth,
very respectful, willing to talk to people. So like, because I had a lot of people when after this year happened, and I was doing my live stream about my experience for this card party. It's weird that no one will ask it in the chat or in the Q&A side of the chat that I have opened up. But I had people like, how was Mystic? I bet he was a dick. I bet he thought he was all that. I'm like, I was honest. I even said it on my live stream. I was like, I don't know, never met him. I can't tell you anything about him. Like and it's not that he was behind the scenes or he was hiding. He was at his booth. So he met a lot of people, I'm sure, but he was working. I can't personally say anything about him because I didn't experience him. But it was just that's how busy
also like, why do people want like us to talk? Like, why do they want like
the drama
and like animosity between each other? It's like
even if it's there, it's early in the chat. It's the drama. It's the guilty pleasure. It's the reality TV of our.
This is why we gotta stick to Love Island and stuff. People like we don't need like this is real life. Like we don't need it here.
I gotta admit, my guilty reality TV pleasure is The Circle.
I love The Circle. Nobody else likes it. I love The Circle.
My wife and I love The Circle.
I love The Circle.
I've never watched Love Island, so I can't say anything about it. Mystic Brandon in person has I can't see it because that's
just as much energy as he does in his videos.
Yeah, I think I've watched a handful of his videos. He seems like a fine.
Is there a new season coming soon of The Circle? I'll freak out. I love The Circle, and I love when they do the little twists, like they put in the celebrities, or they bring someone back in as like a catfish. Like I love it all. I love it all.
I like the one where I think it was season 2, where there was they called it the Joker, where he got to tell the people like, "Hey, this is what's really going on," and then the new people answered. Yeah, that was interesting.
I wonder what it's like to like be in the circle. That's gotta like mess with your brain. I feel so bad when they think that they're talking to like a woman or a
Mhm.
man, and the whole time like I'm talking to a grandma or whatever, and then they're
Yeah,
like
grandma's my
imagine
first
you
thought
think
too.
you know someone and like you're talking to them in a certain type of way. Like when
Yeah.
they pretending to be a girl and they're like talking to them about like periods and stuff, and it's like a guy, he's like, I don't know, like what are they
Yeah,
talking
I think that
about?
was season 2 too, where the
Yeah,
guy, yeah.
he
What is
well,
the
I don't want to spoil
Circle?
it.
Says Green Tea.
It's a
The
reality show.
Circle is a reality TV show
Netflix.
where these people get essentially locked into solitary confinement into a room,
It's very nice
a hotel
room.
room. It's a nice room. They have a bed, they have a kitchen, they have a living room.
There's cameras all
Yeah.
over, and basically I'm so sorry to cut you off. I love
No,
the
no,
show
you're
too.
good. You're good. You're just
And so
excited.
basically they talk to like the TV, which is called the Circle, and it's like the social media circle. So basically you get to choose whether you want to go into the circle as a catfish or as yourself. But what you're going into the circle as is what you think is going to be like the most popular and it's a popularity contest and get you to win. So sometimes people will be like, oh, well, like I'm a hot woman, like my job is Instagram model, like everybody's gonna hate me if I go in as myself. So I'm gonna go in as like my sweet little old like auntie, and I'm gonna say I have like 2 kids and I'm divorced, and they'll pretend to be a catfish because they think that will win
Yeah.
people's hearts over more. Okay, so you get it. And yeah, it's so fun because like they talk to each other, and sometimes they'll lie and spread rumors, and they have to form alliances to like try to not vote each other out. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, it's a Netflix show.
It's so good.
So good.
I'm sorry, I'm super
I
into
don't
it.
know why I love it so much. It's so stupid. It's such a dumb premise, but it's
Life
so good.
is so stressful. Like real life is
Yeah.
so stressful and so chaotic. Like there is something about trash TV, like where you can literally log out of your own brain, and all you have to do is watch this stupid stuff on the screen. I love it.
What is your guilty pleasure besides reality TV then?
My guilty pleasure. I am like chronically online addicted to social media. It's bad. I wish that it wasn't. The gym, maybe. I know that that's like a lame answer. I love the
wish that
gym.
was a guilty pleasure for me. I need it to be.
It wasn't. I needed to. I've gained so much weight since I moved to Florida. It's crazy. Like literally crazy. But
I
the gym
work
a
too
little
much.
bit.
This green tea. I
For the
wish I had
gym.
that problem. No, he just says he works. So do we need to message Chloe? Do we need to call Chloe for working you too much?
Uh-oh. I think Green Tea has another job too. I mean, no, he doesn't. He has no talent. I'm sorry. Just kidding.
I'm gonna have
Crazy.
Green Tea on next week just so he can dog on you and tell everybody.
Please have Green Tea on. He's amazing.
I'm a hack.
Stop. I'm just playing. No, he's very talented and he works very hard, and he has 2 very cute puppies.
I think I've only seen one of his puppies.
And by puppies, I mean huge. You can't even see the size of the screen. Whatever. Just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a dog.
I'm so not used to having wired headphones. Like I always have my AirPods, and so this is like throwing me off.
Yeah. You have 2 little dogs. Where are they at?
They're locked away so they don't be inappropriate on this bark or be inappropriate. Yeah.
Oh, because the dog's gonna come around the corner. What the fuck are you doing?
No, one of them earlier was what's the word was like molesting her toy. I don't know how else to say it. So
I was just humping a toy.
Yeah, so I don't want that in the background. So
I have a giant German Shepherd that's like, nope, she's
that's like my dream breed of dog, but I live with my grandparents growing up. No, little baby. Yeah. My nan, she was too afraid of big dogs. She wouldn't let me get one. Only little dogs, so I have 2 Pomeranians.
If I was gonna get a little dog, it would be I was just thinking of a Yorkie. I don't know why I love them. I think it's because they're so soft.
I've had 2 Yorkies, and one of them I loved, and one of them I hated, and I call it a demon, like demon dog, devil dog. I hated it so much. My parents, we had like 8 dogs, like so many dogs.
I would never get a Chihuahua.
No, don't. I really like dachshunds, like wiener dogs. Yeah, Jewel.
She said Marley with the puppy dog eyes.
Yes, or Marwi is how we call her. It's Una and Marwi. That's how I say their names.
Marwi.
Yeah, like as if it's with a W. Like it's like baby talk, you know.
Yeah.
Luna and Marley, yeah.
Chihuahuas are mean. Yeah.
That's not necessarily true.
No, that's true.
I can't believe Jewel, you made it. Hi, Jewel.
Jewel did make it.
That's another one of my mods.
Hi, mods. I have a mini dachshund. So she has a wiener dog.
Jewel has a Pomeranian as well.
I think Pomeranians are mean. Hey, I'm a real one.
Luna is.
I didn't know you were a fake one.
No, Jewel's not fake. She just sleeps at times that her sleep schedule is all messed up.
Yeah. I have a Pomsky.
Yes. I wanted to call it what's its name? What's that new thing that people are calling their like spouses?
Significant
Pookie.
others?
Pookie is looking fabulous tonight. Oh yeah, I named her dog Pookie, but she said that her mom named it something different. I forgot.
My wife and I don't do nicknames like that. We don't have pet names.
No. Well, it's like a joke from like online on TikTok, but
yeah.
Like no, like baby. I feel like this is a personal question. I don't know.
No, I call her wife.
Wife.
Yeah,
I like
hey,
that.
wife, come here.
Okay, but see, that's kind of like a pet name in itself.
Yeah, kind of, but it's not like baby or honey or sweetie.
I think that's like so like high school. Like I haven't called like my significant other like a pet
wife,
name like
come
that.
here. I said that to her earlier today. That's exactly how I use it.
But that's funny.
Yeah,
I like that.
She just calls me by my name.
My nan calls my poppy her first husband or second husband. Like she just is like she's like second husband, come here or something. I don't know. I think she's only ever been married to him, but
future ex-husband, come here.
No, basically. Or Mr. Rockefeller as a joke. We're not rich at all. Not at all.
No, I grew up so poor that I was the antenna for the TV growing up.
Oh my god, I remember having to you'd smack it and then you'd like be moving it around like this.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know what hand motions that was, but
you're driving the antenna. You're driving the car.
Yeah, remember when TVs were like this big, like out sticking out the back, like flat screen, like wasn't a thing, wasn't an option.
Was not an option. No,
I used to have to. You would feel like a tech wizard when you plugged in like the yellow one to the yellow one and the red one to the red one. Every time I got a new game system, I literally was like, I'm an electrician, like I'm a mechanic, like I can do anything.
my favorite thing to do when I was a kid was after the TV was on all day and you turned it off because you had to get up and push the knob.
Right.
Now with the remote, you put your hand on the screen to watch all the static. Yeah.
Oh, you could feel it? Bro, we're old.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, you could feel the static on the TV.
I feel like Green Tea's like 2 years younger than me. He's making fun of me.
Green Tea, aren't you older than me? I don't know how his age is compared to you.
I think he told me he's like 33, 34.
Green Tea, how old are you? Expose yourself.
Expose yourself. What? Hold on.
Wait.
We did establish there might be some kids watching, so
yes, expose your age. No, I'm old.
No, I'm old.
I'm old. Well, I'm old, but I'm almost old. No,
not older than me. We established that
You're
Tina,
not 39.
Tina's 37. She's the same age as I am. We established that on her birthday.
All of us are 25. That's how I feel.
I hate that. My grandma was that person. I'm 25. No, you're not, Grandma.
Yes, she is.
No, I'm 25.
No, I believe her. I believe her.
I thought she was 20. Like, I thought I was going insane as a kid. Because I, like, 6 years old, that's when it started. I'm 25. Okay. And then, like, my dad told me one year, he was like, you know, your grandma's not 25, right? I think I had to be like 7. I'm like,
but now you're going to go into life, like, thinking, like, once I'm 25, I'm going to look like that. Like, I'm going to be old.
That's what I was like. These youngins, I'm pushing 60.
No, she's
oh my god, evil twin Chem.
Okay, no, those are kids, guys. So just everybody be nice and chat.
39, but I act 25. Tina Marie says 22.
Bro is not pushing anything. Stop being an opportunist. or an op. Oh my god, opportunist is hilarious.
Yeah, I wish I was that young again.
Don't we all?
Are you turning 30 or 29 next month?
I'm turning 30. Well, in November.
Ooh, that's right, November. The Dirty 30 Club. Welcome.
No, not welcome yet.
Not welcome. Are you stocking up on the Tylenol and icy hot already?
Everything hurts. Things are making noises, popping, crack my hip, like just everything.
I went to a chiropractor the other day and he was like,
I think that sentence alone is
she's 22 at heart.
Thanks, Jewel.
30s are the best years.
30s are the new 20s, I'm hearing. So I'm gonna
well, maybe for you non-veterans it is. I went to the chiropractor on Wednesday and he went to go do my neck and he was like, oh, this is gonna do one of two things: really hurt or feel extremely good. Because my neck was like, no, it was like locked. And he was like, all right, you ready? I'm like, I don't think I have an option because I need to turn my head at some point to check.
Oh, you couldn't like.
It was like locked. So it's like I had to do one of these to turn.
Was it like a pinched nerve or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have a lot of like my spine and my neck because of what I did in the military. It was a lot of compression on my spine.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, every once in a while he popped it and it wasn't like the like when you do the like, oh, let me do
I
some
don't do
stuff.
that. Nope, don't do that.
It was those majors like boop, 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 like the pop. You can hear the popping, not the cracking, like the popping of the space getting made
Like
again.
the air, like
Yeah.
between them.
Yeah, he
I
was
crack
like,
my knuckles,
oh.
but that's like the extent of what I do.
No,
Like that's my nervous tick is I crack my knuckles all the time, like 24/7.
Mine's my neck and back. Like
I've been doing it like under where the camera
Can you
can't see
hear
this
it?
whole time. What if they just twist it the wrong way? That's my biggest fear.
Then you die.
That's my biggest fear. So I'm not going on one of those, but I could definitely use it. Like
Yeah.
for sitting at a chair all day, like as my job, like I could 100%.
On my back, it feels fine when they do it, but on my neck, it's very 50-50. Like, okay, how much pain? But
is
it's
there
never
relief
like
after the pain, or it's just pain and then
sometimes.
you're just in pain?
It depends. It's usually like some relief because I can start moving around again. I just got to move the muscles. Yeah. The neck's the scary one. The back is okay.
Can you go to them and tell them to like not touch your neck?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can tell them like, hey, this is what hurts, but I don't want you to do it.
How do you crack your wrist? How do you do that?
I can crack my ankles.
Like this? I'm not doing that. That hurts. I don't like the way that feels.
Like when I'm laying down completely flat on my back, if I move my ankles around like that, like wave it, you'll hear the.
I make circles with my ankles like that.
Yeah, I can do that too, and you'll hear the clicking in my ankles.
I have like one toe like that. Like when I crack it, it just like cracks over and over again. Why are we talking about
it? How do you find out you can crack your toe? You just twist it in the crack. Yep. I just twist in those cracks.
No, thank you. I'll pass. How do you find out you can crack your toes? What do you mean? You just take your toes and you fold them the way you would your knuckles?
I don't know. I mean, it's because I've never done it.
Well,
wiggle my head around in my wrist. She says if I wiggle my head around my wrist.
Oh, wait, there's a cracking sound. You can't hear it. I feel it. I feel something cracking in here. But it's not like cracking like a relief crack. It's just like over and over again cracking.
Yeah, it's arthritis.
Shut up! From what? From gaming all day, you'd think?
Yeah.
You have carpal tunnel.
Carpal tunnel. Oh, it's probably yeah, that's probably a better idea. I hope everyone is okay. Yeah, this would be a very concerning topic to come.
I hope nobody has.
We're all like, oh yeah, we're so old, we're just dying, cracking.
My spine is compressing.
My thumb's cracking weird ways.
Everything. Oh, I just cracked my thumb.
Oh, speaking of thumbs, when Pat pulled out those fake thumbs,
I literally lost it. I died. That was the funniest thing he could have done. He does have Among Us thumbs, though. I love you, Pat, but you do have Among Us thumbs.
He knows. He has a good sense of humor. Pat has a better sense of humor than most people think he does. For some reason, a lot of people like, yeah, I know you. I would assume the mods would know because you guys talk to him on a regular basis. But like the people who don't know him on the level like you and I know him, they're very. I get messages all the time. They're like, hey, can you tell Pat I said hi? No, you do it. Like
I get that all the time. Can you tell Fishy Blocks I said hi? I get that.
Yeah, I and people do it to me all the like, no, you do it. No, I'm not. I don't like people ask me like, oh, they're so I hate them.
I love how corny Pat is. I love it so much.
I think I was it the Gen 7 video? Him and Ian both made a joke. And you just see me staring to the camera like I hate it.
It's like The Office, like you just like deadpan into the camera.
Yeah. And there's sometimes I know it never made the cut because it's Pat's channel's family friendly. But like when Ian and I were working with him, Ian had to tell he's like, remember, this is Pat's channel. I was like, I got this. And then like 5 seconds later, I just looked like Pat was doing something and he said something. And I just looked at the camera and Ian was like, don't you say what you want to say. And then he goes back to Pat and it didn't make the cut, but then Pat says it. I'm like, yes, thank you. Thank you, Pat.
What was it?
I don't remember. It was at Frankensons, but it was like in the very beginning. It did not make the final cut. It wasn't like super inappropriate. That's why I didn't remember it.
Is there a Minecraft YouTuber named Pat? I don't even know.
When you guys said Pat, made me think of the Minecraft. I don't know. I don't. Minecraft.
I don't watch Minecraft either.
Yeah.
No, Pat. We're talking about he's a Pokemon.
Deep Pocket Monster.
Deep Pocket Meowster.
Meowster. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I just had a stroke mid conversation.
No, you're totally fine. Nothing's happening.
So I'm still alive.
Feel your arm?
Yeah, we're good.
No, you're good.
Let me. I completely.
The Lord is crazy.
Yeah, like a card party. His editor came up to me and he was like, "Dude, thank you so much for the one-liners." He was like, "I couldn't use any of them, but they made me laugh."
Was it Jay?
No. Oh yeah. No, Jay said the same thing, and
I love Jay
Kyle.
so much.
Yeah, they're so. We were talking.
They're
We were all
so
talking
funny.
that night. They're so funny.
I
We were
love them
talking
both.
about anime for like a good like hour at card party. It was so fun.
That's what's fun. Like with meeting everybody, it's like not only do we have Pokemon in common, but like a lot of the times we have like a lot more in common than we think. That's not just Pokemon.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
What?
Like other collectibles and niches.
Ooh, speaking of your, what are you doing for your Zoro collection right now?
Recently I've been buying some figures. I have to get some of the more recent cards, but because my birthday is coming up, my roommate has told me to hold off buying Zoro cards for the time being. He did accidentally get me an early birthday present because he was bidding on an eBay auction, and he was like, okay, like I need to know if I'm getting a good price on something, and it's supposed to be a surprise for your birthday, but like I need to tell you about it because I don't know. And it's sitting right over there, but it's the Gold Dawn Zoro.
Oh yeah.
From the and it's a PSA 10, and I'm like, it's literally my prized possession now. Well, they all are, but
Yeah.
for right now, just cards, like mainly just cards, like for Zoro, all the newest ones that come out. Like my whole collection goal is I want every single Zoro art, like at least the art, whether it's English or Japanese, I want in a PSA 10. But what I really want is also to have a binder full of every single Zoro card ever made it in every print, like just raw.
So when you open up a bunch of product and they're not Zoros, do you just sell them?
Right now, like I have like a lot of cards to the side. I don't really know what to do with them. Like this is the part of the space where I'm kind of struggling with because I've never graded cards before, ever. Never submitted like something for grading, so I don't really know how to do that. Me and my roommate are looking into it, but we want to do like a PSA submission of card and maybe some Beckett cards that we think like we could resell, like maybe like on eBay or something like that,
Yeah.
or bring to card shows, have for trade, like stuff like that. And then as far as the singles, either they're going into a trade binder, which I would also sell. Or
Your
like,
Zoro is my War Turtle, says Green Tea.
yeah, I know. Like, and it's your Raichu. I love series collect. Oh, what are we seeing now? What's happening? What are we gonna look at?
This case
Raichu
is no. I wish these are all my slabs.
Show us some good ones.
If you need help grading,
I do,
or have any questions,
all of
don't
them,
hesitate to ask. All
Start
of you
to
guys,
finish.
go ahead, DM me. I'll help you out.
Start to finish, I need help.
Yes. I will help you guys.
But yeah, so I just have a whole bunch of One Piece cards to the side, just raw, and like I don't know what to do with them. Like I don't want them; they're not Zoro.
I've read.
I love 10. Red. That's nice. Which do you prefer? PSA, Beckett, CGC?
I prefer Beckett, but PSA is just easier to grade with.
I just like the aesthetic look of the. Like I feel like PSA is obviously more affordable. Moonbryon. I have a Moonbryon that I want to grade, but it's so off center. Like it's. I don't even know if it would get a PSA 10. I love that card.
Ooh. My Cosmic Eclipse Pikachu 9.5.
What's like your favorite card in there?
Ooh, that's going to be
favorite and most expensive. Two categories.
Okay, my favorite card of all time is this VS PSA 10 Jasmine Raichu.
I don't know if I've ever seen that artwork of Raichu before.
It's a Japanese exclusive because they did not make this set into English.
I like that.
So that is my favorite card of all time. My most expensive is a PSA 9. Where can I find it?
It's a Shadowless base set Charizard.
Even though I dog on Charizard quite a bit, I still understand the history of it.
You have to put some respect on his name.
It is a PSA 9 Fire Red Leaf Green Charizard EX.
That's
PSA
sick.
9 sells for about, last time I checked, $1,500.
That's sick.
Yeah,
I love
that. That is my most expensive card. Then
I think mine is my Treasure Cup Zoro. I'm not sure. Not Treasure Cup, sorry. Mine's like the flagship one. But it's the same artwork.
I do have some non-Pokemon cards graded. Because my kid likes cars, we got some cars graded.
I love that. I love cars.
He loves Toy Story, so we had to get Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, that's sick.
And then my wife, she wants to grade she wants a grade of every single Stitch. She loves Stitch.
Oh my god, I love that.
Yeah.
If I ever open any Lorcana and get Stitch, I'm going to send them to you.
Okay.
All right, whatever. I don't care about Stitch at all. He's totally
No, that's fine. It's one of those like, all right, how dare you twist my arm? Yeah.
And then if you guys ever get any Zoros, you send them my way. Thank you.
I wish I had some Zoros. Zoro is one of my favorite characters from One Piece. So it does depend on
Pat
the
sent me
cards, I
this.
guess.
It's not the gold version that I have, but he sent me like this Zoro one when he opened up his stuff.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's so, oh my god, I'm obsessed. Like I love the hollow on it too. I just love him. I love him so much. I like my favorite thing to collect, whether it's Pokemon, it's anime, it's One Piece, it's whatever. I really like stuff you don't always see. Like it's not just the cards that everybody has and everybody's buying and selling. Like weird collector items, like stuffed animals or figures or like a weird piece of merch. You know, that's like outlandish. Sometimes that's not even official product, but just that's the type of stuff that I like.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm very interested. We're just talking, Jewel. We're talking about everything. There's a Q&A open, so if you have a question for either one of us, go ahead, ask away.
She asks me questions on a daily basis. It's fine. She's okay.
She's okay. What she's saying, Jewel, is shut up.
No, Jewel knows I love her.
I would also love to open up a VS pack. They're like the cheapest I've seen it is like $900.
I've never even seen what it looks like. Also, I used to watch Digimon, but I was so young. Like I couldn't even tell you the names of the Digimons. But, like I was super young.
They're so good.
I watched the show for a little bit, but I was too into Pokemon. Like my parents couldn't afford me to go down all the avenues, you know. I was into Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and a little bit of Digimon, so Digimon had to go. Isn't Digimon trying to have like a comeback?
They are. I think their games are a lot more successful than their their TCG.
You know what I was really into as a kid, which I think that you might have been older than me and not into this at all? Neopets.
I was on and off with Neopets.
I was heavily into Neopets, but I couldn't spend any of them. It's like one of those things where if you can't spend money on the game, you can't enjoy it like everybody else. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I love Neopets.
So this is what the VS packs look like.
Where am I going to see it? Are you sending on Discord?
On screen.
Cool. Can't see.
There it is.
Aha. So I've never seen that before.
Just the pack art alone, empty, no cards, is $30.
Damn. Yeah. Is that the only artwork for that set?
No, there's other artworks for it. If I could spell.
I can't believe it. I've seen the VS stamp. Like I've seen that like on other cards, but I've never seen like the pack for it.
They don't. Yep, the $29. Oh, $825 or best offer.
Bro, we gotta get you one of these.
Yeah, green tea. I bet.
Have you ever seen one at like a card show before? I've never even seen that.
There's a vendor over here at Ninja Exchange that has them for $1,100. They are as far as I know, they are weighable. 835.
What's like the best card out of that set?
1,300. Where did I just see it? 1,300. I honestly don't know. Let's look it up.
Now I'm curious. You got me curious. Like I like the vending series, like like the ones with the little like Pokeball like as the set symbol. Like I like those cards a lot. There's a whole binder full of old Pokemon cards. Some of them look shiny. If that means anything, Jewel, you should send the photos in the Discord. I'll take a look at them.
Just send them to me, Jewel.
Don't send them to the Gonzo, Jewel. Don't do it. Aren't they like double energy sets packs? Double energy. Oh, you get 2 energies in a pack. Isn't that like old school, like Wizards of the Coast?
Yes, I think so.
Back in my day, we got 2 energies. I'll try to get pics. Trust. All right, I trust you. Jewel collects tumblers, like Starbucks tumblers and stuff like that. You know how Chloe, like Pokey Chloe, she likes to collect them. Yeah.
So I can find it on TCG Republic. I can't find it on like TCG Play or anything.
No, they don't always do Japanese sets.
Yeah. It is. I will share the screen again one more time.
Sorry, I'm just interested now.
No, you're good. The Charizard.
Oh, that Umbreon I've seen the Umbreon.
Yeah, the Umbreon's really expensive.
I've never seen that Charizard nor that. I love when I like Pokemon.
Not available. This is probably the most expensive card of the. Yep.
Probably, yeah.
$2,000.
You ready to take that $900 gamble? Wait, scroll down. I want to see the artworks. Look at the Jolteon. It's so cute.
So cute. I want this Raichu so bad. Lieutenant Surge Raichu.
Stop. That's cute.
Yes,
I like it.
I need it.
Ooh,
the Beedrill. I love Beedrill. Beedrill is one of my favorite. I just love it. I don't know why. It's so cool to me.
He's cool, but he's not my guy.
You're not that guy, Beedrill.
Sorry. I like these artworks. Just like
There's-
something about the old school look. You know what I mean?
They're definitely all
Look at that
hand-drawn too.
Raichu.
Yeah, that's the one I
That's
just
the
showed
one
you.
that you just showed me.
Yep.
Oh,
I got
love
it on PWCC for $150.
Steal.
It was
Get scammed. Not you, the other person.
losers. This Houndoom's really nice.
Oh, I like that a lot too. Oh, I like it. It's giving like Simba and like Pride Rock and stuff. I like that.
No, that's definitely giving Scar just tossing Mufasa.
Okay, yeah. Okay. No, but it looks like Pride Rock.
It does. Where they threw him off the cliff.
Long live the king.
Long live the king.
No. Oh my god, the Persian.
He's just stretching.
It's cute. Cat. Oh, and the little furry. I love this art style. Like
the Hitmonchan is just like, what's up, bruh?
You know what I love? Like, as we're talking about like niche collectors and stuff like that, I love when people collect like certain variants of cards, like Pokemon that or like that clay, like that like clay design, or like knit. Like people collect the Pokemon that look like knit. I love that.
I like
or
the cards that are
like fart swirls. I love Tina. If you ever see a fart swirl, like I'm always on the lookout for my girl now.
Yeah. I'm such a child that it made me giggle. I really love the Pokemon cards that use toys for their photo.
Yes, yeah. I like that. I always like when I was younger, I really preferred the cards that like was just it might as well have been a screenshot from the anime, like from the TV show. Like no customization whatsoever. It looked like you took a picture like right out of the show. Like that used to be my favorite style.
Tina says, I have that Umbreon. She has a $2,000 card. Yeah, I'm glad we could show that to you.
Wow, Tina.
Yes.
Good to know.
Tops.
Sorry. I collect
Guys,
those
what's your favorite Pokemon evolution?
Oh, Jewel, you're so cute. Well, like the whole evolution line.
If it's the whole evolution line, I have to think about because I don't like Pikachu. I love Pichu. Not a fan of Pikachu.
Get out.
Raichu's obviously my favorite.
How can you put so much disrespect on Pikachu when Raichu is your favorite Pokemon?
Easy.
No.
Because Lieutenant Surge doesn't like Pikachu, so I don't like Pikachu.
Pikachu walked so Raichu could run. To the loser's corner because he lost that battle.
Damn it, you got to me first. If we're going for a whole evolution line, the Trapinch line. Trapinch, Vibrava, Flygon. I love those guys.
Can we say Magikarp to Gyarados?
It's an evolution line.
But if it's just like what's your second? Well, Raichu I guess counts as second, right? Pick a different one that's not Raichu. What's like your out of like a Pokemon that has like 3 evolutions? Like what's one that's like your favorite? Like how Green Tea likes Wartortle?
Yeah.
Like the middle one. Mine is Quilava. I love Quilava.
I love this. Maybe that takes over the Flygon line. Cyndaquil, Quilava, and Typhlosion. Yes.
I really love that generation of Pokemon. Like it's very
Gen 2 is really good.
Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3 are like the ones that are the most nostalgic for me.
If it's the whole line, I can't say Squirtle because Blastoise sucks, says Green Tea.
Why do you say that about Blastoise?
Gorochu is better than Raichu, says Green Tea. Sure. Gorochu doesn't exist, though, so it stays in the fan-made realm. Well, it's not fan-made.
What is Gorochu?
So Gorochu was supposed to be the evolution of Raichu. So Raichu was supposed to be the middle stage, but instead they took Gorochu out and put Pichu in.
Gotcha. I think I saw this on Twitter one day where people were showing like Pokemon that like had to be cut, like couldn't make it. I think I might have seen that.
Yeah, that was going to be right.
Blastoise was never. Wasn't there something also in between like Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise? Like there was like a fourth. Like there was something else.
Nope.
Mimikyu breaks my heart. Like just the idea of that Pokemon makes me so sad.
I love
every time I think about it. Mimikyu looks so cool because it has like that creep. If you like Halloween and stuff, that creepy aspect and the cuteness factor.
Yeah. It's so good. Then it just kills you if you try to look under its cloth. You're dead. Jewel says, I like Alakazam. He does have the spoons for the ice cream.
He do be having spoons. Well, this is why.
Wartortle originally had no evolution. He's really trying to push that narrative.
Okay, Green Tea, we get it. I'm just kidding. Wartortle's cute.
Cubone is sad.
I still want to know what Cubone looks like.
I could show you.
No, never mind. I don't want to see it. It's probably cursed.
No, it's not.
Is it cute?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll see it then. If it's cute, I want to see it. Gazzo's got the answer for everything, guys. I don't have to Google a thing.
It is not a it's not a baby Kangaskhan like some people believe it is.
Yeah, that I've seen that theory.
Because there's a magazine in the 90s for like one of the playthroughs, and there was a shot of it without its mask on.
No shot.
Yes, I can't.
They didn't know. They exposed themselves. Should they bring back Mega Evolutions? I wasn't really there for that era.
I think they're going to in the new Pokemon XY or ZA. I mean,
how do you feel about the people in the community who want like Pokemon to just release like a classic set for the Switch? Like it's like just like let us play Pokemon Yellow like on our Switch.
I'm for it.
Yes, same.
Yeah.
I like simple games. I like simple, like there's an objective, like I gotta go to this town, I gotta beat this gym leader, and then I gotta go to this town, this gym. Like I like that. All these like open world games with all these extra tasks and stuff, I'm not a fan. It's too complicated for me. They should ditch the Terra thing. Yeah, the Terra thing is hideous and horrible.
I like the concept of it, especially with the gameplay. I think it's really good. It's really neat. It's for competitive playing, it's amazing. The design aspect, I think that's where they failed.
That's the thing, is the design. They look stupid. No offense, Pokemon.
Doesn't hurt my feelings.
Looks really dumb. Sponsor me.
I can't find. Oh, here it kind of there. I can't click on it because it's a thumbnail for a YouTube video.
Boo! You can screenshot it.
Yeah. So it's going to be
Training.
Right there.
He looks like Charmeleon.
Yeah, kind of.
Maybe it's a Charmeleon.
And that's why a lot of people think it's a Cubone is just a Charmander without the light and all that, without the fire.
That I can see. But they say if his light goes out, he dies.
He dies. That's why it doesn't make sense.
But he does look at him. People also search for it, and he looks just like Charmander.
Kind of. There's a Charmander. It looks closer to a Charmeleon to me.
Yeah, his face has like the Charmeleon like nose.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what it looks like.
He's cute. I like him.
Yeah. Thank you for your services, SDC. Awesome. They should bring back Mega Evolutions. They did that for the 3DS and it didn't go well. No, I thought it went really well. I still have them on my 3DS. Trainer Gallery Pokemon Team Rocket. Oh, I can't wait for that.
They tease it like years ago, and then they didn't. Like they teased like the Rocket R, never released it, and then now they're saying officially like we're having a Rocket set because they announced it at the Worlds.
I don't know. I know for the new one, yeah, but I don't know which one you're talking about.
Literally on their Twitter, I think like a year or two. I think it was like 2 years ago. They did like the Team Rocket R.
It might have been for the game or for the, because remember. Around that time, if it's 2 years ago, Ash was leaving. So
That's
Team
true.
Rocket was leaving. So it might have been with that. Oh my God, he's so adorable. Just say no to the ring pop hats. Yeah. When will Pokemon make a San Diego-based land, Mexicando, Pokemon Lucha, and oh my God. Halucha's a thing. Halucha already exists. Halucha's a Mexican wrestler.
And he's that little Pokemon. He has like the wings.
He has a cape. Yeah, he has a cape. Yeah, I love how Lucha Shiny is one of my best.
What region is it that like they have like all the Oh, I say Unova. Is that wrong?
Doesn't hurt. No,
but yeah, it has like Pokemon that has like the Spanish, and also isn't the current generation? That's what it.
Oh, you're talking about like
which Pokemon are like we have like Fuecoco, like it's Fuego, like the Pokemon.
Yeah, that's like, this generation.
Yeah. So we
Paldea.
Yeah.
What do you want for the Pokemon future? It's a hard ask.
Like the TCG or like all of it together?
Yeah. For me, I want them to get to at least Generation 10. I would like them to do less sets. Oh my God, yes.
Yes, less sets.
I want my wallet to heal up a little bit in between sets for sure.
They just don't give us any set. Like One Piece is doing it, I'd say, pretty decently. I mean, recently they've like done like 3 sets back to back, but before then they were spacing them out, and I prefer that.
Yeah. Unicorn Hedgehog Pokemon win.
Jules just saying nonsense. Just
I want to be part of the conversation.
I'm sure we have something. We did not tell her to shut up. I'm sure we have something very similar to a unicorn hedgehog Pokemon. You'd be surprised. We have keys. We have buildings as Pokemon. We have
a bridge now.
We have a bridge. So many objects.
Planes.
As a Pokemon Go fan, it's frustrating you don't release a whole generation. And I feel the same way about that.
Well, because
Galarian
it's a mobile
Rapidash.
game.
I don't think I have. I love Pogo. I'm back in my Pogo era. Tomorrow's
Galarian
Community Day, actually.
Yeah, for Rapidash, for Ponyta, for a shiny blue one.
Yeah, I'm excited. I want it.
It's a good shiny. It's
not a hedgehog, but a unicorn. That's true. Jewel, look up Galarian Rapidash. You might
look up regular Rapidash. It's also a unicorn.
Yeah, but it's like not as cool.
It's not majestic. It's not a My Little Pony.
It's not like
version.
the colorful, like cotton candy looking. It's way cuter in the Galarian form.
Okay, bet.
She's gonna do it. She's off. Jewel loves unicorns, so
she's gonna go get a tattoo of Galarian Rapidash.
She's a child. No. No.
Like a child, like Rock. Like she's
no, like teenage, like younger.
Okay.
Younger than Rock a little bit.
Okay, yeah, she'll get what's it? The temporary tattoos where they have to.
Yeah, those little with the washcloth. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I remember when I was a kid, the unicorns are so cute.
She likes Rapidash now.
You know the ones that you used to get out of the machine where you have to put the coins in and push it out in a little.
Mm-hmm.
I remember getting those as a kid. I just think, trying to trick. Or I
would get so excited.
What was the zebra? I know.
The
Green
gum.
Tea. Yeah, the zebra gum where you had to lick the wrapper putting on.
Yeah.
First grade me was tatted up.
Something stripe. Fruit stripe. No, what was it called? Something stripes.
Something stripes.
Green Tea would know. Green Tea? Help us out. No, you're going to Google it. Who's first, Google or Green Tea?
Oh, you're right. Fruit stripe.
First grade me was tatted up as crazy, Jewel. It is zebra stripes or?
Fruit stripe.
Fruit stripe. Okay, I was right.
We're both right. That's a stripe and you said fruit.
They also tasted good. Those are pretty good gums.
For like 3 seconds.
For 3 seconds. It's like the juicy fruit. Like it's literally 3 seconds of flavor and then it's gone.
Yeah. And then it's all gone. Say bye-bye. I think, why is that? Okay. I have 2 chats open. Yes, fruit stripe gum. I have 2 chats open for some reason. And one is on the app what we're using.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just realized it says 0 people are in the chat. And then the last thing was at 7:30. Because I remember seeing a commercial. That was Green Tea. That was like a half hour ago. Yeah, so that's a thing. But at least the chat's working. We're good.
I didn't know there was a chat in here. I've been looking at the YouTube.
It's fine. The YouTube one's more accurate.
Is it? Because you've been replying to chats that I haven't seen in the YouTube one, actually.
Oh, because I'm on live chat.
Okay, I don't know how to work this. I'm just going to look at the... Oh, yeah, I'm always on live chat.
Yeah.
But there are still things that I haven't seen. Anyways, I just learned something new.
Yeah. SDC did put a question in the Q&A. Again, Q&A is open, guys, if you guys want to ask us a question. He wants to know, what is the best about San Diego? Well, what's your answer, since you've never been here before?
Yeah, mine about San Diego. I don't know. Yeah. You guys have a pretty good Comic-Con. I hear I want to go to it one time.
Ooh, it's awesome.
I really want to go.
It's worth the scalper prices of the price of the tickets you might have to pay for.
Now you.
The Mexican food.
I bet.
I love it. I'm gonna go pick some up after this, probably.
Just rub it in.
I will. I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna take a picture of it.
I should have taken a picture of my tostada. You would have been jealous.
Probably not, because I probably just would have made some myself.
No, but ours is better, and it has my pico and the crema and the cheese.
Is it actual crema or is it sour cream?
It's Guatemalan crema.
Okay. Oh, fancy with the Guatemala. This is when my wife doesn't let me play around with stuff when I'm at restaurants. You take it apart,
you dismantle it.
Well, that and this is like the 3rd item I've picked up and played with. It's not because I'm bored of the conversation; it's because I have to.
I have to fidget with something. Like that's why I'm fidgeting with my hands down here.
No, so, like when we're out at restaurants, I'm like a child. I will play with the napkin. I will play with the straw
wrapper. You like roll up the straw wrapper over and over again.
Take it. Like she's like, why do I take you out in public? And I look at my kid. I'm like, what'd you do? She's like, I'm talking to you. I'm like, oh, because I have to pay for the meal. She's like, shut the fuck up.
You have to do something. You have to fidget with something.
Yeah, I have to fidget with something.
Florida air makes tostadas taste better. Jewel, unfortunately, that's where we're wrong. She's like a Florida native, unlike me. I have to disagree.
Florida air is just water.
That's true. It's just salt water.
Just salt water.
Everything tastes fishy. Everything has like an undertone of fish.
Not I haven't been to all parts of Florida, but in Pensacola
I live on the coast.
Accurate.
I live on the East Coast, so
yeah,
everything is fish.
Fish. What is what's something that you have not done yet in Florida that you want to?
Go to the beach. Like I've walked on the beach, like I've been to a beach and like just taken off my shoes and walked, but I haven't like had a beach day, which you'd think I would because I live here. Like I'm 20 minutes from a beach. Back in New Jersey, I was like 45 minutes to an hour from the beach at all times, so I haven't gone to the beach.
I'm bad at geography. Does Jersey touch the Atlantic Ocean?
Yes.
Okay.
You ever heard of the Jersey Shore?
No.
Yes, you have.
Yes.
Yes, you have.
Never watched the show though.
But you've heard. Okay, but you've heard of it.
Yeah,
so you know.
But I assumed it was like in like a bay area.
No, it's like New Jersey is it's not a peninsula, but like the whole side of New Jersey is touching the water. So
see, now I have to fact check.
Now you need to like look at a map.
Yeah.
Everything is fish. But yeah, so we call it down the shore because everything is south. So like no matter where you're at, like either in central Jersey or like North Jersey, like I'm from North Jersey, like we just say like we're going down the shore. Like that's what it's called.
For some reason, every time I think of New Jersey, I think it's like east of New York. So it's right. You guys are right below New York.
We're west of New York. Oh, you're talking about New York State.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're right below New York. Like New York State is above us, like the line or whatever. And then New York City is I was gonna say the right of us, Jesus. Is to I guess it's to the east of us. Like where I grew up, I literally was like 10, 15 minutes from New York City. Like the George Washington Bridge was like right by me.
Okay. I'm in Mexico pretty much in San Diego.
Pretty much. Is that where San Diego is? Is San Diego at like the bottom of California? This is
we are the border city of the states for.
Why did I think San Diego was like? Oh, I'm thinking San Francisco. That's what I'm thinking in my brain. I've been to San Francisco. I've been there.
I've been there too.
San Francisco, Anaheim, Los Angeles. Those are the only places I've been in California.
Let's see.
Philadelphia fan here. No, you call it pork roll, so we can't be friends. I'm so sorry, TJ.
She's not sorry.
Do you guys like football? I used to.
No.
I only like football if I'm dating somebody who likes football. Oh, here we go. Here's a map.
There's a map. San Diego's right down here at the bottom.
I need a zoom. Oh my god, it's actually right at the bottom.
Yep.
You might as well get like tamales straight from Mexico. Avocados from Mexico. Like that's you guys.
My son loves that commercial when he was a kid. Well, when he was like 4 or 5, like for some reason all of a sudden he goes, avocado from Mexico. That's we're right there.
Oh, y'all are right there.
Yeah.
That's lit. I didn't know that. Wow. You learn something new every day.
You're welcome.
No, but go look at New Jersey. Go look at it. Take a gander.
Yeah, it's right here. I saw it. I was looking at it when we were doing it.
Zoom in more. I want to see my house.
the fucking this ad.
Donald Duck. Well, we know what you're getting recommended. We know what you're searching. Oh, they really want you like on your Donald Duck. Nope, you're over. It's
they want me on the Donald Duck.
I don't know. Gonzo, find Ottawa. That's where I am. Oh, you're in Ottawa. See, I know nothing. Like, I know names of things in Canada, but I couldn't like place them on the map.
Yeah.
Oh, a Philadelphia fan who lives in the UK. Oh, okay. So you don't know what I'm talking about when I say pork roll.
Find Ottawa. Okay, I can find Ottawa.
This is so fun. I feel like we're one of those live streamers who like gets a picture and then has to like find like where on Google Earth like the picture is from.
Oh, it's the capital of Canada. Fancy.
Oops. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's something I feel like I should know.
I didn't know that either.
I would have said Toronto, honestly. I really would have if you asked me. I didn't see Maryland.
There's Ottawa. Oh, wait. I got to share it first. There's Ottawa right here.
Oshawa. That's all I think of. Oh, you're like... Ottawa is very close to, like, the United States. Why did I think Ottawa? Oh, I'm thinking Ontario, maybe?
Well, isn't like 95% of the Canadian population like just in that little spot?
Is that true?
That's what I've heard because the rest of it is just way too cold to live in and mountainous. I don't know. Let's find out.
So like, are those things of Canada? Are those like their states? Like Ontario
Quebec,
and like
Ontario.
Quebec? Like those are like states. Like
the way it's set up on this map, that's what it looks like to me.
But they're huge.
Those dotted lines, yeah.
Yeah. Provinces, but like is a province like a state? Is what I'm asking. Is it like the same?
Saskatchewan.
Oh, that's a fun word.
Yeah, that's what
I feel like Elf, like Francisco.
Francisco. And then Alaska.
Yeah, these are places that I don't think you could pay me to go. Kiki! Kiki decided to show up. Kiki's also from Canada. Niagara Falls for the win. Province. Yeah, that's where Kiki's at.
Hi, Kiki. I have a cousin named Kiki. We don't like her.
We like you, Kiki.
I'm just kidding. I love my cousin.
Jewel, you literally live in Florida.
Annoying sometimes, but she's okay.
No, we love Kiki. Well, I know. I saw your message. I couldn't answer it, but I saw your message that you were just lurking.
But that's Canada.
Canada mentioned.
I didn't see MD on the map. Maryland?
That's what I think they mean, but
Maryland is small, so that's probably why. I basically live in Alaska, says Jewel.
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't.
How do you know that?
I know where Jewel lives.
No, you don't like the cold.
I hate the cold. That's why I moved here.
Tina, can you verify? I guess I can verify my own guess. What's the population?
Oh, this is really like an educational stream.
I'm about that life.
Yeah, Maryland's just really tiny, Ken. So I guess Maryland didn't want to show up for us. I've been to Maryland. I think I have too, but like when I was really young, so I don't remember.
Canada, according to Google, Canada's population is concentrated in a few areas. Most Canadians live within 200 kilometers of the U.S. border.
Oh, kilometers. Yep. Exciting. Couldn't tell you what that is.
Canada has 6 population centers with over 1 million people. Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, and Ottawa. That's where our friend lives.
Oshawott.
Yep. I don't know why that broke me. Ontario is the most populated province, followed by Quebec and British Columbia. The Quebec City, Windsor corridor is the most densely populated region in Canada, accounting for almost half of the country's population. Jesus. So I think that's the fact I was getting mixed up. So Quebec has 50% of the population of Canada in that city. That is insane.
I see. You're from the same
according to Tina, she says it's Toronto. So
I believe Tina.
I believe Tina too. Google, you don't know what you're talking about. Get your shit together.
The castle is absolutely not on it. No shade on Ed Sheeran. I love Ed Sheeran.
Who's Ed Sheeran?
The singer?
I'm just
the
kidding.
artist?
I know who he is.
Okay, thank God.
He's a redheaded little fella, and he has good music. I like
His music is the best. I love Ed Sheeran. She is correct. Okay, we got another Canadian confirming.
Yeah, she. I am from the Suffolk, UK, which is the same county as Ed Sheeran. Oh, is that why? That's why you brought him up.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't just bring him up for fun.
Well, I don't know. You might.
We've
already established both of us had like multiple squirrel moments.
Yes.
So that probably could be. Hey.
Gonzo more than me. I was medicated today. It's definitely worn off by now, but.
Oh, I'm not gonna argue with that. I had a stroke in the middle of one of my. No, that. Why are you shocked? I agreed with you.
I'm not gonna argue that your medication definitely wore off today.
No, I was saying I'm not gonna argue with you that I had more like squirrel moments.
Like, oh no, bet.
Okay. No, but yes, I do agree with you for that too. It wore off like at least 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, that stuff barely lasts like 6 hours.
Oh, I know. I have all kinds of medications from the VA. Thanks, buddy. I'm gonna check the Q&A one more time. Okay, no more questions. I'm not gonna close it out just because. But tell the lovely people. Do you have it? Yes, that just happened. Do you have anything that you want to tell the people about your Pokemon YouTube channel or your Roblox channel that is coming? What can we expect from them? Or it's not really a Pokemon channel. It is a collects channel. You're just collecting things. Uh-oh, she died. She muted herself. Oh, no. Brilliant. Should we mime? Should we just dub over everything she just said? She's saying subscribe to Fishy Blocks. Subscribe to her channel. Britt, you're muted. I didn't mute her. I agree, says Fishy. Fishy, did I break it? Oh. Hi, Fishy. I don't know what you did. Check if you can still hear me. Check the settings like you did earlier tonight. I twisted my headphones and I broke it. Computer said, I'm done. Write down your outro on a paper. Can you guys hear me too, or she also, or am I out too? I don't. Sign language. Okay, cool. So she messaged me through Discord. How did I mess up the mic this bad? I do not know. She twisted it and now it fell out. Did try plugging it in, plug it, take it all the way out, plug it back in. She's totally pretending, you guys. This is great content. I don't even know if she can hear me. Wait, I can lip read. I can't. She didn't want to say bye verbally. Okay. No. So I don't know if she can hear me, but just in case, we're in the beginning, like before we started streaming, it was going so well. I'm gonna start crying. Tina says, "Love you." Go to the mic setting like you did earlier. Click on that arrow where it tells you where you can or can't use the speakers. It's not so she can't hear me. Okay. Hold on. I think that's what she's trying to do. Let's. I feel so bad for her right now. Obtuse rubber goose, green goose, guava cheese. No. She's trying. We'll give her that credit. Let's try this one more time. Read Joan on your phone. That might be a good idea too. Yep, that's what she's doing.
There's two of me. I can't see you though. That's unfortunate.
Oh no.
It's okay.
Oh, well, at least we can hear you.
I'd rather be able to hear you.
Okay, and we can hear you now.
I'm so sorry, guys. Like, I feel so bad.
Britception, says Green Tea.
I literally just want you to know that all I did, like, can I show you guys, like, what I did? Like, this is my thing, and all I did was this because it cut off, and then everything was destroyed. Like, that's actually all I did. On God.
I hate when that happens.
I'm so sorry. At least it's the end, and I didn't do this, like, right at the beginning or something, because that would have been horrid.
Yeah, we would have had to restart somewhere. But don't feel too bad. The same thing happened to Stuart Zagnit. For you guys who don't know, that is the original English voice actor for Professor Oak when I had him on.
Oh, he had audio issues? Okay, so that makes me feel like...
Yeah, it's rare, but it does happen. But yeah, so we'll jump right back into it. Where can the people find you, and what can they expect on both of your channels?
People can find me pretty much Birthday Cake on everything. It's Birthday Cake Plays on Instagram, Birthday Cake on TikTok, Birthday Cake on YouTube, but also my second channel that you so graciously linked. It's Birthday Collects. Tried to do another play on words there because I didn't want to fully give up the Birthday Cake. But yeah, and what people can expect from me, a lot more Adopt Me per usual, and hopefully some more Pokemon and One Piece on that second channel. Just gotta get down this whole... It's hard to do card opening content, like, as I'm sure,
Yes.
like getting the whole, like, the cameras and the desk clamps and it's complicated, man.
And it's not cheap.
And it's not cheap. You have no idea how many things I've purchased, light bars, and I hate the way it looks, and I just, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit of a pain. It's kind of obnoxious, but it's worth it.
One day I'm going to have, like, the perfect streaming setup for, like, card openings, and we're going to be golden.
We're going to be gold. Sorry, I just had a stroke because I'm going to, have you ever done a raid before?
I have never, no.
So for raids, you either have to set them up before the live stream or do it during the live stream.
Okay.
And I don't know who's live, who's not live. But so I just had to go to my subs because it's easy to find it when it's your subscribers. So we just found the person we're going to raid really quick. Yes. And we're going to raid Poke Surge. So when you guys get... What?
We love Surge.
Yeah, we do love Surge. You got so excited, I think your phone might cut out for a second. When we go over to Surge, tell them Gonzo raids, Sheesh raid, 5 drop. You know what to drop when you get over to Surge. Say hello. For you guys who aren't or who are new to the Pokemon community, thanks to Birthday, tell them we both sent you guys. Subscribe to them if you guys want. Don't forget, because you guys, I want to make sure you guys are having fun too. Birthday, thank you so much for coming on. Thank Fishy for letting us steal you away from him for 3 hours so he doesn't have to cook you food. But thank you guys again so much. It means the world to me. My name is Gonzo. That is Birthday. Until next time, don't forget, collect how you want to collect. Peace.